I deeply appreciate your kind support for the work of the Lordina Foundation by your presence here tonight. Thank you for taking the time to support me at this event, organized by the African Development Foundation and the Helping African Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lordina Foundation was founded in 2013, taking over from my previous organization, ASWAP. Over this short period, which feels like a lifetime, the foundation has been a beacon of hope, reaching out to the most vulnerable in our communities in Ghana. Through our projects and charity work, we have made a significant contribution to supporting countless individuals and families. We have managed to give hope back to many who had once given up. Our greatest reward is not measured by figures, but by the smiles we put on the faces of those we help and the change in the conditions of the communities we assist. This is why Lordina Foundation is motivated by a single mission: to restore hope and empower life, one family, one community at a time. My brothers and sisters, when I began this project, my husband and his party were in opposition. He was not the president of Ghana. We could have minded our own business. But John agreed with me that these are essential needs for our people. And with his support and that of friends, we constructed our first model 45-bed maternity and children's ward at Bole District Hospital in the Savannah region. We have since constructed 3 state-of-the-art maternity and children's wards in Bole, Nkranza, and Bodom. We have also undertaken comprehensive renovations of vital health facilities, including the Hohoi at the Baka Health Center, transforming them into centers of healing and dignity. The model Lordina Foundation maternity and children's wards are equipped with modern equipment and facilities, including a theater, delivery room, NICU, and so on. We donate essential medical equipment to many health facilities across the country, helping improve their capacity to save lives and provide quality care. President Mohammed's administration has responded positively to the challenges. The government has announced plans to implement a free primary health care program for all Ghanaians. This will come with the provision of CHIP compounds and health centers in our communities to make access to health care easier. With your support, the Lordina Foundation is now stepping onto a truly international stage by creating new external networks. This means expanding our reach, forging new global partnerships, and amplifying our capacity to touch even more lives, not just within Ghana. Tonight, as we look to this future, we are not just asking for pledges. We are inviting you to become integral partners in this expanded vision. Your generous contribution tonight will directly impact our upcoming projects, allowing us to build more walls, support more clinics, empower more women, and provide clean water to more villages. Every help you give is an investment in human dignity, in a mother's safe delivery, in a child's health, and in a woman's economic freedom.
The total amount involved now was 23,178. Thank you.
Auditors, can you confirm?
Honorable Chair, the assertion is accurate.
Thank you. So I think, Mr. Chair, this falls in line with the directive from the Minister. And
yes, but that, if you permit me, there was one bit I forgot to mention. And now, with the help of the IGP and POMA, we are even agreeing that if you are a service commander and you supervise this, you may be hearing complaints. When the time for your promotion comes, we will use all this against you to delay it. So that you sit and supervise wrong things happening. So don't come knocking our door that it's time for promotion. You should suffer not only the repayment, but even when it comes to promotion, yours should be delayed to serve as a further deterrent for people to be up and doing the validation. So we can assure you that we are working so hard to make sure that these things are no longer within the service. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. The next infraction is on paragraph 1841. And Duke Amwakwata Oforiata. You've taken all the names. We'll take care of it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Payment infraction is payment without official receipts to the tune of 33,040 cedis relating to 5 payment vouchers of the Buakwa Divisional Police Command. The auditors recommended that the Divisional Commander should recover the total amount of 33,040 cedis from the Divisional Paymaster and same paid into the Auditor General's recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana, failing which the Divisional Commander should pay. General's recoveries account at the Bank of Ghana, failing which, please, I'd like to ask, what is the status of this recovery?
Honorable Chair, in terms of the time when the internal auditors were doing their work, some of the documents were inadvertently removed from the payment vouchers, hence the audit query. The official receipts concerned have been subsequently retrieved, submitted, and verified by the auditors. And so there's an attachment of all the payments, the attachments for the 5 companies that these monies were paid with to. So everything has been recovered. Thank you.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Honorable Chair, those receipts were subsequently presented to us and we have verified them. So the matter is resolved.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I say something here? One thing that we noticed with the auditors, when they write the management, report, I know by law they are supposed to give within a month a response. Because we operate a command and control structure. So sometimes you may write, then they have to pass through the IG and go down. So it takes a little time. Because this one, for example, I'm very sure if it has gotten to the officers involved in good time, all the attachments were there. They will have received it. But because of the route, that's why it delayed and it went. So I will be grateful if maybe with the security agencies, the auditors can find a way of working together to make sure within that 1 month, the thing travels the path and get to each destination. We may be able to avoid some of this because there was no any infraction because just the attachment went off, but it's been submitted as they said. Thank you so much.
All right. The next infraction is on paragraph 1843. And Honorable Ella Plim will take care of that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This infraction is illegal possession of firearms by civilians. Contrary to the above stated provision, we reviewed that the firearms license and noted that 606 firearms were illegally possessed by civilians since the license had expired and had not been renewed, thereby rendering their possessions and use unlawful. We obtained the 606 illegal possession of firearms from the licenses issued from the General Countable Receipts to holders of firearms. Details are below. What is the status of these infractions? Thank you.
Honorable Chair, the division has compiled a database of all licensed gun holders as recommended by the auditing. And so now what we are doing now is we are sensitizing people who are in possession of guns, and then they have licenses, and then when the license expired, they don't go to renew as expected. So this thing is now ongoing. We are getting the list of all so that when even the time comes, the police will call you to come and renew your license. So this exercise is ongoing now. Thank you very much.
IG, please, I want to find out what is the process that one will have to go through to register a gun?
Yes, to register a gun means that you have to be given the license or the permit to possess a gun through this firearms registry. So when you have this gun, you are given the permit to be in possession, just like how you get driver's license permit. So you have it for a period of 1 year. And so after a year, you have to go back and then renew your license. But the problem we have is that people don't actually go straight to go and renew their licenses until something happens with the gun before police gets to know that such a license holder has not renewed.
Is the process straightforward? You know, sometimes people are reluctant to do some of these things because of the heckling, the pressures. So is the process straightforward that I have to go to this office, I go, I show, just like you're going to have get a driver's license, you go through the test, your eye, and so is the process given, and is the process that straightforward?
Yes, one of the easiest license or renewals to possess is the possession of the renewal of your gun license. It doesn't take you more than 30 minutes to go to this office, firearms office, and immediately they check all the records, and then the license is renewed. That one doesn't take time at all. It's one of the easiest way to possess and then renew your license or your permit to possess firearms. Thank you very much.
Madam Chair, can I also help here? One of the challenges that we have is that everything is manual. Everything that they do is manual. So, for example, you want to possess a sidearm. You write to the Minister for the Interior. I minute it to the NIB, that's the National Investigation Bureau, or the CID. They will do a background check on the chair and see, oh, what does she do? She's a member of parliament. Is she a threat to the public? If she holds this gun, they will do all that check, and then they will advise the minister that, oh, upon our checks, we think that she qualifies to have it. But because then now you go to the CID office, they will take your fingerprint, they will record all those things, and then you pay the necessary fees, and then they grant you the license. The interesting thing that a lot of people don't know is that you may take your license in November. In December, it expires. It's not that for 1 year means until next year, November. The law is such that January, every license that you have, even if you held it, if you had it 30th December, January 1st, it expires. You have to renew it. But because all these things are manual, even, is it like driverless, I don't know, DVLA, whether they have computerized their things and now they may have our numbers so that they can send bulk messages to us. So it's like trying to get everybody who has a vehicle to come and renew his roadworthiness. If it is not computerized, it becomes a daunting task. So these 606 that they are talking about, they are scattered across the country. And trying to reach them, I mean, within a year, people might have even changed address and what have you. But what are we doing to mitigate this? We are currently working on digitalizing, like I mentioned earlier, almost every services in the ministry. In fact, we are almost at the tail end of it. We are very hopeful by November, December, it should come on board. So this is what's going to happen. You register, we have you in the registry. In the registry, we have your contact number. We have all your details. So 3 months to expiry, we'll send you a notification that your license will expire 31st December. And you no longer need to walk to any CID office where you have to go and join a queue and do these things to pay the renewal. Once we have, because the data will be talking to each other. over the 1 year, we have not recorded any criminal activities about the chair that we've granted her the license to hold the gun. Automatically, you'll be able to pay through your Momo or using your bank details so that you immediately renew it without having to do the struggle. So many people even tend to forget that the time has come for them to go. And they maybe along the line, they just see the gun and say, hey, when was the last time I renewed my this? So we want to digitalize this. And by the grace of God, when we are done by the close of, worst case, by the close of the year, all these things will be digitalized and it will give people the opportunity to do the renewal online without necessarily having to walk to the police headquarters. The only thing is that if there's a criminal record over the period, if you want to renew, it may deny you, and that may warrant that you now come physical. But it also helps us now, even if you change the address, because we are going to link it to your Ghana card, even if you change your address, we'll be able to tell that Muntaka is having a gun, he has not been able to renew it over this period, and he has changed the address from Asarabutwe to Botima, and we'll be able to track him and either retrieve the gun from him or get him to renew his license. So these are the things that we are putting in place. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairman. Honorable Minister.
Live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. And Tuesday, the 30th of September 2025. Now, you heard some Odwa Ecoso and then you know, Galamse home and some illegal mining. Ya Ecoso, Ewo Omemuhano, Ama Epenifu Bibria, Sabre Christian Council, almost Edu Mano Ababe Tumubi, Sa Bino. Or said the beer obetumi akon etia illegal mining or maimo and who seminano semben ena eboboba ene ewie ya chichiri ni nyina ya de ebrel TVS was at na Power 97.9 FM. Your Northern Regional Capital Tamalia, Kesmi 107.1 FM, or Mokra Jumedi Mo Life, ya mo air fire, Union so Bole Fire in Kiligi FM or Savannah region, YW FM, or Momo Upper East region, Bokuya Source 100.1 FM, Zabs FM, Ewas Bilana Pusiga, Aya Wengpan Sampa Wende FM. Ye Bubrem Nafi, Yedi Eni Echre, a year Framantamu, Vota Regional Capital, Global 105.1 FM Sukrum, Takrade Western Regional Capital Sharp, 106.9 FM Ziama Elembele, Western 100.3 FM, Central Regional Capital Cape Coast, Adom Sounds, our Kotokraba Market, you drew Asin for Susua, a year Rich FM Su Ekremo, Ewoho, Yemura Uti Region Stations Miensa, you are 89.7 FM Okete Krache, Yebu Remo, Ewo, a year. Kasanso KFM Ekremo and a Boom FM so ewo Giasekam. If you want here the NHL London GFM Radio and Fire Life Radio, America Memo, Apo 68 FM ewo Virginia. Omonina F5 Jumedia no Live Power 979 Facebook Live Sanso TV SYZ Ghana so on Facebook live here DBBiano YouTube so SYZ Broadcasting YDBBI F3 and Studio 37 Abebese Street, the heart of Accra Usu at the air to in all the 16 regions across the country, north, south, east, and west. Modesha Bakope Mugabe Maase, the capacity man, Menami Dijumedi no Chiame. If we sabi copim in Siabody and Sempanqua, and Yene Abranti Ayatu Nidin say a Mahmoud Kabori, ya ono Ekasa Edema Sector Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, ono NNA, Yano Ebedi Punimpo, Babetana, Ebisebisan, and Samawodo, near Kwaso Ewo, a year Galam Se home, Yam Forest Sinum, Dian. Ena ayet obi tumi ne Ghana for yache ene awie ewo platform kese so nti ene ye fa asada kese ema ya na aboafo a eteche edi dwumedie ebrewo Power Specialist Herbal Hospital omo eka ho bi Safari Valley Eco Resort yemfa aseda kese emfa mo S Natural Mineral Water nsu papa krojin agana fo nyina age atom liquid capsules free Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center so Victory Garlic Mixture from Dr. Mwako Safari Valley Eco Resort Wodawu in the Eastern region so na Medimosis na so no the medical capsules so de aba edwa so na Divine Hope Herbal Center omo na de otwa herbal powder so de aba edwa so jumaku dudu adawro mana Hebron Hills International School na so yasna ye de jumadi de ebrewo ene ewo TVSYZ na power 97.9 FM smeti omo ma me na me ho emra na me pe S Natural Mineral Water bi enwo me minim me ba ye beje bre na afin sema wodo ni nyina no yetumi abiebie mu de amaye na hwefo ene ye na tiefo. Sama kwa about TVS was at a power 97.9 FM Angels 900 million and as I'm you much and G Gabriel as usual only 900 million no ya ede esempani nyina two jano the whole Ghana baby ebedi ene ewie OSP arrest prominent businessman Dr. Sledge. That just say Dr. Sledge the entity and say we Chief Executive Officer Edema a year Gold Ridge Refinery Limited. Na wono anasami according to report to Ensa Ekano say Dr. Sledge OSP say wayeden watching. It is time. So say you getting serious in this country. The state is wasting money on this OSP. The man is not on top of his job. Say ya. Say ya. Say ya. And the OSP akwachi way. Say ya. And the OSP. Kwa bebe kano for ya tabre papa. Kwa shusha kano for ya tayada ebre. I mean, that office no. Se mo betimi aye fi ho ne ehun se attorney general na ye na adwuma investigation bi ase de wo se koyoko de wo se post for som ne o ma ye mo adwuma that office o man no ye se sika because ye hunu de awaye se kufa de papa we ekoto sa office no ye hunu de aye and that be am betna me ka se wo bi awaye na adwene se obe fight corruption no ni life ni ye outside in the public ni fie ni bibia no o da bibia dem obi hu say nipa we were ready to fight corruption. Go to this man's house, go and see the number of cars ya apaki wo fie ho, go and see the number of military men in the house, go and see the number of police cars e wo fie ho. That area had been declared as security zone. Why a vice president and now a president? Why a chief justice or Ghana Hana? And you say Sikasa. And now why OSP Akochi way, and now OSP Akochi way from Cecilia the part time. Ya papa we so say ya bo we Cecilia the perfect but pay attention. The man is not working. It is sometimes a president so no. Mama mani akwa ho abamu panifo mu temi ye. Me da me two jana angels ne sane na me two jana na minim dia meka. Yes. And this one say if we are not able to fight corruption some kofo no mo didi sika o mo na ma bontre we be wan say OSP wa kwa kwachi we OSP akwa kwachi sisela da pa OSP so ahwe kan ofo yata wo ba yede no aya ma o man no mon ka kire me sese kufado eya Martin Amidu efri ho no go to Martin Amidu's house so aye OSP pen and go to this man's house. Na kwa living ya omo mi no obi abaye OSP I mean he omo living we live to say Arabian king in this country And now Chelsea way, and she never quite arrested way, the next day quite arrested way, and then the next day quite way. Nothing will come out from this. Review Hama. Started from a yes Silada pa, ebesi kanoforiata so, and a kanoforiata, yet the kanoforiata quatuha, ya kanoforiata waha, and then the naquatuha, Yareno Yebenya the number, ebesi na, Papa Webeye OSP from a Kufado time. Kufado now pointing to Bessin, you hooray. Kanoforiata da son of America. Kanoforiata wa Japadia wa Ghana, ya, I mean, will be any kanoforiata in Yapadia or Ghana, OSP, measures bay, and our steps bay and what take to make sure say Sapa Power Samu Huna, a buying steps man was here take a power office a can or ball mine, will see a taxes get to or Westino. You chase a camano, you not benefit to be a finny Juma Woodian for this country. Yes. So you're for good if you are buying a two mocha. Post forecast in your good for 24/7. Midimania Congo and yes, or been a catch me. Midimania Congo and yes, or been a catch me. Yanyama fra Ghana how? Yanyama fra Ghana ha. Yanyama fra ewo Ghana ha. Yet me tell my wemu. Now my aya suffer no. A bit to a man who live like Arabian case in this country. Public. I mean, what pay sa attention no. Tidabia OSP akwachi way, OSP akwachi way, OSP akwachi. And I said your business be no mo ya office so. As a business be I'm on this office no air. Let's be serious as a country. You're fighting corruption. You know more pia who run if you are most any power on prepare. What the question on fighting corruption? I'll be fighting corruption. Yes. Are they? Ni a create our office we be seen ye hu hwe free hoba kasi kadoso po ni edi chesi kitu abi me kamu de mama e ekome ba kope ne hu se office we e ba ye no ABCD na ba. We live in this country like an Arabian king. Dem se me di mani akohu na meka na kan sanjwe for the cameras e ko ho no akwa video de papa we ba bia wote ya nkaya kasuwe ye special prosecutor wo be jadi ana wunyini oba be special prosecutor na ne case yesen na fie be mu no ote e fie no ote mu sesi ana how many months ne si sa fie no bambo na he for na de sa bambo no de amano from akufa all the time be sin ne are we serious as a country? It is time see be fight corruption such caricatures no ye hwe mu yie Obia also no see I mean we leader we lead by example nti do be ya bia na nipa be fa so a wo musi be sue hu wo na katua ya sai bosome de ono be investigate obi no wono na katua ya sai bosome na ko we ni living see a train kasai and what me say live sa life no in this country. Yes, bia babo da ma obo free. Yes, our president is serious. This Akufo-Addo appointee, nyema oye no, uba so di mirika no across. What if he be? Ebe si na ofa Kanoforiata mre, sisi dada pa hu hwe. Debia opese ne ka wo media num. Eno ne hwe ana, eno ne hwe. Eno no ma we ya hwe, bebi e wo no, eno ne hwe. West me my somonye ye kwaye campaign ye nu we mu na kwaye yo ye kwaye campaign ye nu we mu na kwaye yo ye gira platforms no ye nu we mu na kokasa yo ye nam gatas me ye nu we mu na kwaye yo umi atotu ye niam yie na Ghana for 4 years just around the corner si jaya krofo wo mo ma disika no ye jawo mo ma papa we ya ye bakosa na agora na sa ba besi yetime prosecute obi a ya be ko sa ne asa ba de sio na 2028 ne ya be ko ka kire Ghana for Ye jaya jumanema wemu OSP wemu a wababo chaskare say and that kind of now one woman na di agro. If one na bae. One woman na di agro. Wababo chaskare afa hu say ya to wasa na saba bet na 4 years na so. Near timi amfa nipa ba kokura boni a saa MPP for we ska o ma di o ma we mu no ne ja o mu saa na o mko. Nipa na dwane awie na afa na wo chese no. Nipa na dwane afri Ghana ha wie no na afa na wo chese no. Now we OSP from Akufo-Addo time. Now person can for to be too quiet and more means bia at that time mobile faso mobile preventing from traveling outside the country. Yes. Minia Alaji said we are going to go any doctor poni o to memha akwanto kwa na momuntu. Was me yajo mama na de ne ba you. Akufo-Addo na de ne ba. It me say papa we no why ready so be fight corruption e kakano for yata nko certain tem. Abra Akufo-Addo appointing no one e kwaso start first HSC kanofuriata asana kaban we kura yeden aba be take over. The moment scaling this yoko yenim ene ye galamsey dey sama me be kanyina no galamsey no ena ebidi mutintiman yie pa. I mean kasa without evidence. So dem di menya ko hu na meka hu asem. Yes. Na paypon one eba e OSP. Na office ni hu de moye. Akufo-Addo appointee ben betimi fight corruption in this country. Akufo-Addo appointee ben any betimi fight corruption. Matiami dukura ntimi eja hokoi. Awemu. I'm a word to a wise is enough. And I believe some penifronity. Yeah, nyai winning way we are done for winning way. There's no way say Akufo-Addo ba appointed papa we are. Can you for that money gabi money penifo akano wonu money links. The appointing authority and the Akufo-Addo ni be you say we OSP. That's just so wonu money di agro ye den ebom. Ponya part of that family and friends and one ya say be there to mo be me appoint one. Nti appointed papa no so o mesha ho say the power change ya and nam say baby a position one we na e bia enye yie nti no on shawo sa no the ne sakoka nipa na it say the USP no when invertic and uforiata USP no wo chesi sisilada pa na ko be chesi ma ko chesi omo in 2024 not today can uforiata we dwane nipa dwane wi afa ni chesi no. They make any benefit to a baby. One more benefit, no, one more comfortable. But I will say it without fear or favor. This man is not serious. This OSP, when you're serious, he is not on top of his job. The way I mean, who a year Yoko, the way I mean, who Yoko said the Yenya Ramon Acha El Boy Jumano, that's not the same way I mean, who Papa we. The way I mean, who I Jenny call for a Jumo, that is not the same way I mean, who Papa we. Dominica yen the doctor the way I mean so born adwuma no I mean and yes the same way that who say papa we adwuma ya cross no no mo betime ya adwuma no serious job no omonye we are sick and tired of ya OSP arrest we OSP we are sick and tired of you. If you know you can't do the job, leave the office and stop wasting our taxpayers money. More fire. And then Kabore Bebaha. The teacher said, you see, said Makachiro Obium. He said some teachers took to the streets to protest against unpaid salaries for 13 months. Yenya Education Minister Haruna Idriswa onu ofi nyansa. Yeah, we name how you see it and manage things. Fantastic gentleman. And Debbie Amikase His Excellency John Dramani Mahama won your appointment keke. We will be a or ma will be appointment will be a or year result oriented. Nipa obetimi enya result papa di aba. Nipa obetimi put two contingency measures in place. Nipa or year or vision or ambition. Asana John Mahama, the visionary leader. God bless you, His Excellency. Nyame ama wisdom. Adomo mrosoni too much. Obi bia oye bia Ghana for say ye. Ye tie ne koso abra omokopie mo ho no. Saa eye teachers amuji ntu omoka for 30 months no. Womo atiesi mountain so no. Honorable Haruna Idusu receive omo petition no. Ye tie ne koso eho.
And I'm here to receive your humble petition and to assure you that I will walk the talk on the issue of the unfair labor treatment.
Thank you.
That has been meted to you.
Thank you.
It is not acceptable labor practice anywhere that you will work for 13 months without pay. But understandably, I ordinarily could simply have said that I don't control the pairs by way of releases. But be assured that I'm on top of the matter. I met with the Honorable Minister for Finance on Tuesday, the 23rd of this month. And we discussed your matter. And your matter is receiving priority of government. We are heading to cabinet with a joint cabinet memo, which will be signed and sponsored by me and the Honorable Atuforsen, to make a strong case to recruit, just as I stated. Our estimation is for both GES and TVET, we need 53,000 teachers more. I'm talking of the generality, but the matter which requires urgent solution is 6,700, whose process started subsequent to Ministry of.
Sir, Mahu said the leader is Ekasa. Kawe nka eye akufado time kadampare ede eye tear gas ede ade ne bekwa ko chese sankofo ba ho wisdom ekwanya ofaso eni the leadership o matu mo agu mo ntin so the petition koma no hwe kwanya afaso eni o makasa oti we kire say we are glad, we are grateful, we are glad, we are grateful, and no ene ma wo ye leader. Honorable Haruna Idusu, salam alaikum. Keep the fire burning, more fire. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. Nyame afano ama sa wamfana ama Ghana ebra yi wo kwawo. Because wo so krono a kata asesha ne krono ya Kufuado ne family and friends government na omo betna so 8 years no di omo di o my way na ebi free say be take ye be 30 years and say yetimi corrected the wrongs, but within 8 months obi e hu nsesaye e wo mem ha yese obi a oso on person obeka no kure obi oto cement bi e hu se ene cement okoto one bag na e tono eye in December 2024 ni e tono 122 Ghana cedis no ene eye 95 Ghana cedis ose meboa fa kotuku kwa no so kwa alaji ho koto cement ene in December ni to iron rods 9600 ene iron rods no 7200 ene cement ani to no 122 Ghana cedis no baako eye 95 Ghana cedis abai papa no and what me say say John Dramani mama oh maka chiro so obi a onye kronfo obi a on prehwe but omo ya akronfo no omo fom ti da bia na me bisa me ho say yes say declaration of asset nipo ne ba no na ne cars yesen na ne fie yesen na na katua yesen yo be betimi di 6 months 5 months e de asi fie kakraka na be kwa wura ne fie cars ayo fie ho ma adwuma ban ene oyeye ana nipo na de cars ne ko chese nipa no yes yet Ghana how and Burkina Faso my Ford some kai Ghana for mo kai yet sema Ford no na mo yahu de nyina so no na eye Dan Botwe na na use Ford no MPP Dan Botwe na na use okre former MP wona na use Ford no so na MPP for ye dede Manase azori sema kofa ba na MPP for ye dede your mama kwaje Ford your mama kwaje Ford me obi a opre wo wiase bia ontumi nya madamfo obi a onya o man we obi wia o man we bi ontumi nya madamfo ye de to a you are there to serve, so just sit down, reflect it, and look at the leader and look at the people around him. On one for Junazabaya when in Nipabia the way I will sit here who send the panic crakomapa who President Mahama and Kasankasa Shano Usha aya many about a year Joyce Bauer Shano. Yes. Honorable Lesagbefiamo, Yamame Prof Nanaje, Mame Lordina, shed the way Omo Brase de Menipa. It's a John Dramani Mama, Nikasa Kekeo. And when you went recently, Nikasa Kekeo has shaken the whole world globally. Ubia search for Ghana. Ubia search for Ghana. Ubia search for Ghana. Ubia was say na papa way where your papa bay President of the Republic of Ghana. Hey, Kwame Nkrumah na san beya na. President of Vision. President of Tie. President of Onya Kromfo. On prehe. Ayana mu we fini ama sisi Ghana. Baby na President Mahama tie ye to abawie ye hu de Akufo-Addo no osafo afom ye wo Ghana. Yes. Obi aba be serve o man way as MP, as minister, as vice president, as president. Ye na djuma wie ye. At that time, you lose elections. Ye hu treatment ya wo mo de ma John Mahama e wo Ghana. Yes. Akufo-Addo appointee be na betimi aye obi a wo papa. Obi Akufo-Addo appointee no. Asa wo hwe nipa na no wo hwe nusu no ahwe ni. Sa nipa na sa pepepe no motie. Ese dabo ne nemba. Yes. Baby aye wo no. Se leader na wo di anim no. Wo ye krojin a obi a wo kan hu bia wo sa wo ye krojin. Timi wo say wo life no wo live na wo live no wo live at say dia wo ko a wo so se the president na will bring you down. Yes, the angels will fight you without fear or favor. You cannot be powerful than the president. No. Yes. Someone money na appointees na money na people no munya careful. Who qualify for Sadia na menye code of conduct no mo kenkan ye na mo hu how I was say mo public appearance me bia mo betre din komo ne niam mo beye no mo beye very careful. It goes to everyone. Sometimes I angels in sana na me kasa minim dia meka. Yes. So today I say galamse won sam Christian Council do mo dia aba Akufo do tam yanto mo ka omo yedi mama tam omo pie some try no fight galamse no on ba ne galamse yetia ema Christian Council Akufo do time omo atumi antu akokora no omo atumi antu no fo ema onu ani kuro mu nsu eda ho ochenkwa Akufo do ochenkwa kabirem no se ko no so take Mahama at that time Akufo do no abe MP abe cabinet minister and Akufo for 8 years with me and the good people of AHB in Suano. Take it, Mahama. It is in the public domain. Me kasa keke. Me kasa with facts. Evidence in it that clear for you to see. Some Mugabe or kana sema or kasa or bakena sema with evidence. Yes. So today, people think, say, we want to live in this country and you may be Kosua. Now need you bet me kasa. But in the previous administration, now we be able to make kasa. It take only few people. Our Ghana hand need to make kasa. Dr. Nyahuta Makulumo, any penivoka krabi. Because we are the dad, they will go after you, they will chase you in this country. The so-called Christian Council no more Ghana. We didn't hear anything from them. Now they are back. And His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. One thing I like about the man say, the way of Brandon Huase is a very humble president. Today, was in Yakopo Yaduma, Friday, October 3rd. Ubeshia hot CSOs for no Ubeshia Munina. Call ya. I hear your papa Dr. Nyaho Tamakulu. Recently. Ni interview or grantee ye. Ya wa o tufu. As actually His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say, let's use the military. Go after them. In less than 72 hours. Near declare those areas in those illegal mining activities, those areas in assault security zone. That is a president or vision. That is a president because we're a listening president. Papa Nano Kasano, Dr. Nyaho, he has been there before. He has been in the military before. One more time, Kukura or Ghana, it is in the public domain way back in 1978, a champion's time. Yes, and the man is still alive. 83 years and still counting. 83 and still counting. He was born in 1942. You see, I'm so happy. Say, leader. You see, leader. No leader, no, I am not going to say, what power money ye. When you will be on your crown for say, when in the family and friends be your mind where you are. Sign leader and the other, you support the leader to succeed. Yes. So when I sit here and I talk about corruption, go to the areas Amaya Juma. Go to all the areas. There is nowhere. Obekasi way, your man query later cry, not even a single one. Since 2000, yeah, me 30 years Juma, 25 years working experience. Minya bakokrada, corruption. Ultimate fan target money I don't need it. What? You organ how? You bump any for bidia, eh? You bump any for bidia. No, Bian will say, dear no mudijae, legacy be no mudijae. Can you tag Dr. Nyaho Tamakulu as a corrupt man? Can you tag him? So be or you be a kata assession proye or your GFE or your board member House of Folk or your Ghana ambassador to Serbia and Akufo's administration. What in Wasem? And this is the man of Okasa. Woman who create problem no. They are now outside making noise. Those who created the problems, those who issued 2,151 licenses, they are now talking. They are now talking. Woman man for kwai mo importo excavators Ghana party yesika yakwaya galamse. They are now talking. And it is time. Say NDC as a political party, John Mahama being our president, you be lead this, you be champion the discourse together to make sure say galamse will be a thing of the past. And I've said it here several times. So we are government appointee. We are government appointee. We need be quiet. Maunia no unstop it. We family member be here. Man stop it. This a better go. Yes. Your mama tell be fire without fear or fever. Yes. And no crown kaya den. Sagana how bet me aka no kre. No kra kaya den eye den. Na kiyo pe obi obetimi aka galamse hu asema MPP for no se ka be ka kire PNC for no way CPP for way womu na wase be ka galamse hu asem kire e wo Ghana ha this useless ones caricatures for way womu na wase be ka galamse hu asem kire 8 months after o ma lose no womu na be kire kwan a ya fa so fight galamse na who cause some. Yes. Media Bibian will bet me changing you from some mechanical actually power. Yes. Bibian who bet me changing some mechanical actually nipa. See it now, sana. Ya investigating way. The next day you are investigating way. The next day we are doing investigation. This time we are going to court. Mutuana sa 4 years na so. Na sa akronfo we o ma wi sika we millions of dollars in kwa. O mu be use sika na sa dey be campaign dey to mu. The time is now. Arrest and prosecute them. Period. Di amrane ne bedie no ensewam ho no on chai o mu ma kon ensewam da. President Kofo mu nyina da mu o ma ko president da wo. Yes. Dr. Nyawota Makulo ko ye detain wam. When they are making noise, let them make the noise. Muchi wa mona wa mukofo ni yededa. Mamunye dede no. If they want to demonstrate, allow them to demonstrate. Omo bra omo bekofi. Yes. Two things. Fight galamse. Prosecute those corrupt officials under Akufo-Addo's administration. Will be biasu unity under this administration. So be good John Mahama and Maase. Also John Mahama be making sure say be prosecute too. Period. Me life mun ade bi say deal bi amempe. I don't need it. Be cool with family ni Maase. Yes. So somehow na yete Imani Ghana Franklin Kojo on also share any views on the galamse hunsemi yente no.
Well, as the president has already signaled that he is not really interested in the blanket state of emergency, I think the real course really is to go back to probably go along with what Reverend Quick just suggested. I think we put up a piece not long ago as well, suggesting that there could be some pragmatic pathway to use narrowly tailored emergency measures, in addition to basically looking at licenses that have been secured or otherwise, or probably not properly secured. But the most important thing is a proper timeline. See, there will be timelines even as you try these targeted measures of emergency measures, so that you have some KPIs you are working on. Otherwise, you come back to the same, back to the table again, and then we wouldn't have achieved much. So maybe, yes, when we go, these are some of the things we're going to say, but more important, I think, should also be the issue around cultivating alternate livelihoods initiatives should be on the table. I think the last administration tried. Unfortunately, I'm not too sure people actually understood or maybe they didn't find it, should I say, rewarding or convincing. But before I got, my line went off, I think I was making the point about a Confucius that I know has managed to win off guys, young men of Galamsey by giving them some sort of a lifeline, right? As a gentleman, I buy Confucius from around Hachu area. Apparently the guy was a Galamsey, and I think he was making about 70 cities or 100 cities a day. But then when he's retailing Confucius, the guy makes close to about 400 or 500 cities a day. And I think once I'm not saying we should give them make them have access to supernormal, to that call it sources of income. But there must be some commensurate, sensible pathway away from Galamsey. Because this one, apart from getting something a little better, he also knows that it's risky. He could be killed, and again, he could also die as a result of ingesting some of these rather infiltrated or affected sources of water or food. So many examples could be given during the meeting, and I probably yield now that maybe we should go have this meeting and then let's see what will come out of it. But as I told my friend, as I told them when they were putting this together, and I said, look, get on with the work, really. And so we'll go and say what we want to say.
Oh. So His Excellency George Dramani Mahama Nyame Aduma on a year 3rd October, Obeshia sa empenifui no mo round table oma edi enkomo no so SQ omo opinion on the fight against Galamsey. Live on TVS YZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Na MPP4 Momo NTBA say sa OSP winner Odi agoro na ka we serious to say Remona Chamone Dominica Yenima ki adu yanim me de me be ya obi a ye be ka so ye corrupt bi papa we ye maneta na office we de bosumi so amontu aneka mamo mane free obi abim okwa hwe oba free obi a onko hwe kan furi atamre period kan furi atani sisela da pa omi hu ye ko sana ya ko ye say Dr. Sledge the bia ne ye chesi nipa ye hu hwe mfrim asa obey study. Dr. Bawumia on the campaign team ewo a year central region. Reverend in team Fojui. Kana sema ne kaya mede. Nka obi a baby a wo free nso de. Nka wo se wudi hu ni kakra. Nso de bia na Nyankopon de na anointing no egu Bawumia so. Wo so fu na odi ntro say plane bienu aba Belande wo Ghana ha sa plane no cocaine na yeden enewu ebesi ne wodi atre wantimi hwe yantimi ama abontene hwe this administration national security coordinator say utiemi a mo take this matter up sa wiehye mienu na Belande ye ewo Kotoka International Airport ewo Kufuado peso a wo mom de wiese ne baaye no wo mu nyina beda ya ade akyen wo koye no wiese mienu no da so egina eda so si Ghana ha die ni si. I want this current administration to take it up. I said it here before the elections. Wiese mienu Belande wo Ghana ha Emma we share no pilot for me omo de crew no mo de buy omo beda ma de achen omo ja we share me no ho akoi we share me no da so si Ghana. It happened under Kufuado's administration. What are we doing? COP Razak, the capacity national security coordinator, won't take this matter up. Mama OS me man for asemo ko ho. Yes, man for asemo ko ho. Me what petition be a men fan cause our office. Nothing will come out of it. It be free mumba. And be before that sunam. Omo we sika on my way, omo we sika. Yeah, on my way is see opinion, on my way see opinion nyina is ankofu. Omo da sunam campaign say bosome nwotwe mu firi abem no ho keka wo mo yesanfo mo mra no musa me wiye ni esika yesanfo wo mo mra na iron rocks no every 7,200 enko 20,000 yesanfo mo mra na cement mo person ye ton 122 Ghana cedis no ye ne joma ama time ye ton 95 Ghana no yesanfo mo mra ne koto cement ba ko 100 what they say 300 Ghana cedis amu fi say Ghana for sebe ye huru anima ye huru ko foma na ye huru ko echi. Ghanaians are discerning. Yes. What do you mean fully nipa all the time? Oh? Yes. Christianity ana agra den na agragu. Eti esema omoka. Credibility no way. Wo reverend team for MP, we need credibility bi abim. Wo bad education we nim dia moyeye. No credibility. Bawumiai no credibility. Wo boni tiri ko sa wa mahwe. Atro no die na me de say MPP delegate no me bompa ye pa say mon try na mon to aba ne ma Bawumia ye. Ye pe Kennedy, ye pe Bawumia. Mo fa Bawumia samra ye. Hey, mo fa Bawumia mra yo. Na Mugabe mesa nya djuma no. What ya say mesa mo sansu mu na som. Na wontie sansu ni ye. Me ba me yefri wo me ba wo so ade no na wo ya awa bia be bisa sa wo ko sam eye wa nti wo twa hwan wo bada wo ba he no aba bi yo ma me yin nyina hu amamo ni ye aka corrupt officials na mo ba umia PDS ene eye kwalogu no won aka mo start prosecute ma mo be ye hye benya time makoye campaign metno ma wo ma me ape. Oh, so omoya no kasa because now kofo asa koma has answer questions e wo yoku oh kwesi ade headquarters so obetena wo be 7 hours near man so num ye misa na hwe no wote ho ye BNI NIB pekena ne ahye no jarabia langalanga no boxer shot kwa ma obi nhye na unamu langalanga na akoba sa na bi light na to so be yesterday boni akofo ya ba bedi ya omoda so wa anu a omoye campaign se o san fa tumi show me se o member everybody nyame ko kasoro ha o oba enye on kasoro ha ye tedi omoye central region
Kristoni me yesofo me bible am kan no kire me say God is no respecter of persons na nyankopon etumi fa obi esra ne ngo emfa so e Kristoni emfa so ye kremoni edini dini manso ma ne manfo ediye na sa nipa mehu sa ngosra woni so no ene Dr. Bawumia de nyame asra ne ngoso ni anim emfa yanko bose asase so 2028 ene Dr. Bawumia enti yenyina emfa esom ne gidie nto nchen yemfa we free ha ento nchen ne yempe the most suitable wo mu a ogina brane me nuano mesremo me mpanifo mesremo wa twawani na hwe yempanifo agina MPP nyina na hwe woni so ayi wo manim so munya wo mbeba bedi NDC anim na fatoto ho se hwan ene eyi ni free NDC mu na se yede ni be face Dr. Bawumia obetuni na gina hwan enti sa penalty a yanyan me ambo mese no se yes Dr. Bawumia ya mese penalty no madam asibebre na me
penalty ne be fasoro mbobbo agon asamoja de ni bi yani Uruguay no Ghana be show Ghana mote ya na aye bogo post na fe na mba bi be fam tikura betimi ate Maase eye Obapa Gloria oni abusuan no se mo hwe binim se mo aguna saba na se mo eye takrade ase wa hwere ura ya detective chief inspector Joseph Esiedu na dodo na fe no atokwa amena chese takrade de baraso no bia ni mu no yakopon efa ne currency me se 1 week no ebeba so on the 10th September ewo aguna saba Salem Nana Asante's house ewo aguna saba ewo Central Region ti abusuan ni nyina Mia Maase Dr. Andam ja wa wunu aba Gloria nti je se wa konta pa na da for me ene abusua da Andam family ni nyina emamu shedi Maase ba ma Elizabeth Andam asew so wa hwere wunu aba ya ewo Kumase ɛyɛ boɔ ho sɛ Nyankopɔn ɛyɛ adom a 1 week no so the same 10th ɛyɛ September ɛwɔ Kumase ɛyɛ boɔ ho ɛgya abusua yɛbɛba na sɛ deɛ nsiye ɛna aba no nti mɛyɛ ne dɛn yɛbɛkɔ agona nsaba na sa ɛkɔ Kumase na yɛde ne nyina nti maame ma Georgina nyame ɛmfa wɔkra ɛnsi nti anuanom ma gye ne mo amaka ne nyina ɔfata ɛne ɔfa Peter asisa adwoa mo nyina abusua ne nyina kɔdwo yɛma mo nyina ma abere ma mo nyina hyɛden sɛ nyame na de ma ɛno ɔno aso no wɔgye Nyankopɔn ankyekyeре mo werɛ baabi a yɛduro no yɛ medi mafo mmerɛ Cappuccino me makwaba. Bibi abako.
Chedi ampo adaro mo de na che ebende. Samuso ho e. Thank you.
Jane dia mai.
Hede ya mianse.
Na do mutini eti ase.
Sabe bepe.
So wa friend free so amawa.
Dabi.
Asase so ade wotem so.
Oye hwe enyi.
Ya na wo mai ye.
Medase muga ma memfa akwanye so na menchia wahwefo ne watiefo ene awie anasa nwumre na yemusa wo se womapomuden etisen wapomuden hu hia enti na medimafo aba hospital Dr. Tam da so yeda woda no yabaka safidie so se wose ne odi nkomo na hwe se ohawo eben ene wo hu afei die bem kra na wo komu a wo fi se wodi achi na wo nya no waduru no so ba medimafo aba hospital ma me papa me aba me aba ma ne yete se awie se me no kasa me kasa me bobɔ nyarewa hododo na so bi mpa me bɔ amu aka se me de ya mo me yare so ba de ba ko ne se nhwan ka nyame obɔ soro na obɔ asase na oka kyerɛ me no mi no se mo nkodi aduaba na mo mfa haban no mfa nsa mo yare enke de nti na oka asa esanse no onim se tumi ewa haban mu na tumi wɔ nua yi ne mu tumi enso ewo no bina hododo mu a yare koye ni padua no mu ewo ne kwan so a ebetimi aboa na sayare e de afiri ni padua no empempi na metan ka se onipa da sani ayaka na ka sei na ono asa repair emani sa sini dada mu bie mu a ne yete se ede nti na onyame a ono bo ye ni padua yi na waye bibia wɔ ni padua no mu no se ohawo eba ewo ni padua no ma ontumi nto ose yemfa mfiri mpacho obeyi de afiri ode amaye eno nti na oka asa asem no eno nti tambia ya media meka nyina ne se eya na tresema ode ma ese ani akire korana ode ma ese ani akire no ni nyina mu no ya na sa ne o ma ni nyina wom but ya de ya me depa aya 2 Kings 20:7 ewo bra odifo Isaiah na ne manfo bono so bo se odifo e empompo basa na ebubo HIV mu enya bi afa yare ani adrosiatica ya na kakra ne akoma boy periperi afa kura mponi ase ese kura the pressure duro no yade ya to so a yentimi ho ntimi ntoye nkosisi ebeko owo mu na bra osugu odifo no so no oburu akwayem na bra oba no wode haban man no bina enia hini ena ode ba ebesa ne manfo nyina yare eno nti na kire ose ampa se oku obi a okasa haban tene kasa ono nso betimi de haban dodo na haban hodo no e de asaw yare ewo ni padua no wo bra bibi atochema ewo ni padua no medimafo aba hospital ena obeba ena me no kasa yare saguso ekoso opoko asemayira kuma senso ya bua kwa atwoma agogo ehon so yare anyarwa hodo a ebepie wonyina nyame tumi nti ona mahaban ma hodo so ona madede nkruma so ona apimi hini so afekra mponso no enua hodo nimtri ene ne akeka ka ho nyina no de sayarwa hodo medimafo aba hospital mentena se for the first time Ghana bakose mo yare sabia ba akwa mpacho obama hiafo ne esikafo medimafo aba hospital me kana sa de ntina me kana sa sanse wode mpeswa ekoha ho to wode cd ekoha ho to esika bia wode ko bia doctor nkan kire o se oba ana be makofa 3000 Ghana cedi to pekin kran ansa na mahwo yare mpacho doctor nka sa asebro esanse wonu mo ni adro na obeka kire o se fasika se to ansa na mahwo yare ba de medimafo de so wode na wode asafo awurade eno ntina wasa oba ho na etimi hwa no eno nti obi oba ya se doctor bo mi be nyina sika me bua me ho di frifie ba nyina 300 Ghana cedi doctor kan say fausika na koko wure mu no obamu aduro no ahye na otwema akoma no se konoma aduro no na otweme no enso awon samara no nhran kanya me se afe no hu se yare a odi ba medimafo ba hospital no wankasa wo nya apomden obi nso wonso a sab na otweme no na ne ho atono kra enu ntisafo ne ya no mo mpeso mo baba bi ma me kan kire se e wo se oba for review na afe ye check wo hwa se ampa se nyarewa no se aduru sei wo mu eko ana se aka akra e woni padua me san nyarewa no bi wo ho a oba ne amu aduro for na otwemienu na okonom na wo sa wo ato na wa ma me anhwe se wo mu nyina hye afri ni padua no ma afa be wi ase no bon se within 3 to 4 months no na o ma sai multiply woni padua no san se wan tu o ma se anwie enu nti ana wo se so no aduro no 2 weeks na ho towa me ka tro se bra for review ni en checking hwe se yare a wo de ba ye no onyame tu mi nti ho atowa na emidima fo ba hospital obebu sasa mbacho ye number sa ba friend 0244 774282 0244 774282 and a 0500 727215 0500 727215 afi third number is 0245 449592 0245 449592 these are the numbers I be from Dima Fraba Hospital obi was yo me wa manane na message na friend patch 0244 obetimi afre on WhatsApp obetimi ni ya chat nyara wa do bi o wa oni ya chat ya doctor ne obedi nkomo afi no ahwe se ebi mpo obemo aye test sa wo na dey send na na be twa scan na dey send na afi no ahwe ehu adukura wo so dem awo na odi amount na tia no se obi mma me Dima Fraba Hospital na won kase bia me sisi na ya me ya afi machi bramo no me kotodwe na ya mo aduro breko na o se ehwe mu woni padua mu ya se ampa se o complain na wo de ba ya na sa pepe na tie ho na o hawo no wa na ana o hawo no kra wo ba bi foforo na ede eba ho sa side no ansa na yatimi amodro Dima Fraba Hospital oba enya machine am agina so nya sa machine no na esa oyare ba oyare safo ye twedi amponyame ya o ka kire yen se yemfa haban no emfanse ye ho yare no ono ena nam ne tumi so na afi o sa oyare enu nti oba Dima Fraba enya doctor wo hia wogidie o hia na montuo keka obetudi aba Dima Fraba Hospital empempi na ya wotati sa doctor kase obi a wawo de ontumi mma Dima Fraba Hospital se ntine se obi a wawo no enya kodem fa ne nhyaka mu mfa ne masa se Dr. Tamda so onyane obi a wawo na emomo no sakoma na ye adwuma woni padua no na o sauce no oba ho ne number form a doctor mu aduro na afi akanya na onyame tumi nti ho atumi ato na afa ho esanse obrenya nso ya entena o ma yare yamfa nko owo mu nkase minibi enteno metena ho no mawu Dima Fraba Hospital ena wo so ba obi semanya se atika obu nsa ne namuro mu na etwetwe no obi na nteka kra no abre obi wana na koma bone periperi asa bi obi wasio ena ya so mene ntatia na oyam hyehye mpacho bram Dima Fraba Hospital obi obo nsa ho ana ne anxiety triti o se ananse na ache no mpacho ananse no onye police ne no wache nipa enti fa bram Dima Fraba obi se mi sisi afi wo bon se ne sisi mu dwan sa sisi ene eten se infections ebetimi akoso saade no ana akoko so betimi akoso saade no woni padua no baade ba akono se oba Dima Fraba Hospital ya hwehwe ni padua no ya hwe hawo no ba bia firi baaye na ya mo aduro eno ntine ekoba no sa the quantity of a dry day ma ono ekotu yare na se e de afri ni perianum obi o se ne kidney se ya ka kire se o kidney enye yediem ya se obi anya fatty liver afem ponkrampo so infections awodo virus infection afei bacterial infection fungal infections ani o mani na entatia case of Dr. Tamda so eni so eno intimate na fie to na mana bra Dima Fraba Hospital kire nyame ya adoma o kire wenze o kire wuku ada mpacho bra poko ase maira ana oben kuma se ba bia so abu akwa atwoma go school junction wom wona yarasa nyame adoma Thursday 2nd October no Dr. Birthday no the second edition eba so akra poko asemaira kumasefo anaso omo asante mantebo no ene saafa ho nyina Western North omo sahwede bi so akate so afa sahwebo odi akontomra nkwanta enchi alibo ene jema omo ape hofo nyina eba kumase bedi omo de afa kra aka omo Central Region Eastern Region, Volta Region, and a Greater Accra Region. I say, I'm about to cross my Yamia Thursday. Now, Doctor saying Yamia Duma Thursday, no more buy a Sabia Basamo Yariano. Any Bama come first 100 people. I'm already carrying Dima Fraba Hospital Thursday, dear, and we I wadano. But 100 in our actually, a Mus 70 Ebenya television 32-inch, no, a Mus 70 Ebenya, a fay Galaxy phone, no, a 30, any Padiasa, and a doctor day, a more. Now, a fay more market. Nyina ebi benya amo anwane ne yakeka ho sade be ya duro abeje no doctor ka kira say je emo we konoa odi wi anu maduro no sade be ya benya apomden Dima Fraba Hospital na obi ti se na obi se a na ayaresa ne yɛbɛse ho yare ana sɛ akyɛdeɛ na doctor ɛkyɛ bible sɛ ɔmamu wɔ nhyira ɛse na wɔgyeɛ enti bere bia na doctor ɛkyɛ no sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ wanya ama na boro so ɛna wɔto bi guo daabi da sɛdeɛ kyerɛsɛm kan sɛ ɔmamu wɔ nhyira se na wɔgyeɛ no tam bia na ɔpɛ so ɔma sɛda bɛyɛ a ɔno nso ne ho sra no ɛbɛtumi nso agɔ so na afei mpo so wo ba hɔ abɛgye ayarehwɛ no so ho atumi atɔ wɔ enti ɛnyɛ sɛ wanya bia ama na boro so na mmom no ɛyɛ adɔyɛ a ɛwɔ so yɛ ɛde ma wɔ enti obi aba wɔbɛgye wɔbɛsa ne ho yareɛ wɔma ne television nti tam bia no ɛbɔ hɔ no wɔhwɛ a ɔsɛ mekɔɔ medimafo aba hospital no ɛna menya television he obi kuta mobile phone bɔ sɛ ne deɛ no koraa bi a yɛdada atɔ nsuom enti ontimi nyɛ kɔɔ papa bia ɛmu nna hɔ ɛsɛ ɔkasa mu ɔbɛka sɛ mekɔɔ medimafo aba hospital ɛkɔsa me ho yareɛ no ɛna doctor de phone ɛde maa me ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ ade a ɛwɔ sɛ ɛsie ɛno nti na doctor ɛma no asi no na deɛ tie no sɛ ɛnyɛ yɛ sika nti na nyɛ wo sika nti na doctor baa sɛ nka yɛ saa deɛ a patɔ nka ne nnuro no yɛwɔ wakye a wobɛtene ointment ahodoɔ kɔkɔ nduro no bɛbuburu gyaa ɛnka yɛde bɛka kɔgu pharmacy shop wokɔtɔ a wobɛtumi atɔ maako 50 anom na ho atɔ 50 no wotɔ wie a sikara bɛgu doctor botom bara ɔse daabi bra na menhwɛ wo ɛno nti ɛnkɔsi sɛ wo ho bɛtɔ no me Dr. Tamda so mehwɛ wo akɔsi sɛ wo ho bɛtɔ patɔ ebi ɛnsi da ɛmedimafo heba hospital ɛna mene edi ɛnkɔmɔ no na for the first time Ghana bakɔ sɛ ma yaresabea baako a ne car etimi gye ade ɛmedimafo heba hospital ewiase nyinaa hospital bia ne hɔ a wobɛtumi de ne car krakrakwa gye aburo ne nkate da biara da ba Dr. Tamda so sɛ wɔno ɔkyɛ wade nyame adom a Thursday bɛ ɛsa ne birthday ne nti no bottles no car no deɛ ɛyɛ ready ɛwɔ hɔ a nipa baako ɛna nyame adom a ne nsa bɛtumi aka saa car yi woba medimafo heba hospital a wo ho bɛtɔ ba kyɛw deɛ ten sɛ bɛrima bi wɔ a wɔhwɛ me utie me baro me masɛm a wɔ fam mentena sɛ me amfa wo sɛ ka nya nanka ɛsan sɛ yɛsɛ pani ɔtena fie ɛmeɛde nkwadaa adwa nanka no yebu nankarefo ɔka ho bi entime ntena se na wo be ma no onye ho kokko adura na dwa no akɔtɛ wankɔ na afa adura anɔpade ne ho dendenden pa cho bra medima fo ba hospital be ma bi se be aboso me miensa ni sabio ne be ma nsɔre ahomache da between 4:30 to 5:30 and sorry da bra medima fo ba hospital esansa wo sa ni pa no yete ase wuo wo honam no akwa no ba bia wu akasa oni pade no be wudi aka ho mentena se anya nhwahan e wo bra abibiduro ne ahabama wo ho a ye wo obi onyame esra no ama no saa tumi na adoma kyɛdeɛ no sɛ ɔmo aduro na ho ntɔ ɔba bi ɔso oni atenkanti enkwada na makwan na ɔmo bɛfi afi na ne yam hyehyɛ no ne kunu pie kura na ne yam hyehyɛ no ɔhu sɛ ne kunu ne ɔba bi gyina ba bi kura di nkɔmɔ na ne yam de ne pram esan sɛ oni atenka bɛɛma aduro na dwo ɔmo abeso no mu a afei ɔbɛyɛ ne na santi tambia na ne yam hyehyɛ no bramdi mafo ba hospital ebi ɔsa ɔsoro ɔmo ho ɔde aba fam hormones no brane mo aduro sɛ bɛyɛ be kanya wɔ mo ɛno nti na watenka na timi akɔsoro na ho so timi agye wo 3 point bɛɛma ɔse ne aban gye ne tuo pacho within 24 hours deɛ tie no sɛ ɔbɛyɛ adwuma ahu sɛ ampa sɛ yɛ wanduro bi wɔ baabi a tete no yɛ nananom adi sɛ nduro no di adwuma ɛno nti wo nso pɛyɛ nso yɛ pɛn so sɛ yɛde di adwuma na tete no so obi nya mfinhyia aduokoro ensia 96 years na ɔware ne yere ɔtɔ so 9 wife ampacho edienti na branti wadi 35 years wadi 40 years na untumi mmadwuma na untumi nsapa ho ammo ba na ma ammo piafo be ma me nkoko ho se ena menisika sese kura da me ye adwuma anya yie enti ukoko ho da bi oyasa wan hwe ye dedi akire no wo akontabu pa be ma de bomode na ma osisi ni nya adwuma oba betwe ahwe kwa esansa Ghana ho ye o ma bebre wo a wo pese de wo usisi ye adwuma no ahwe free of charge mbacho ompe we na apede okoko ho ma usisi ni nya adwuma na afa ma no nso ntumi nhwe obi sanse ese emema na hwe ma na wo se ma no nso hwe mema ni bi na oba betima hwe be ma agese wo nso usisi tumi bo adwuma pa bacho obi wo se ni mojare efra bi anemia no eba ho so a de tie no se ya na mpem bebre no ana ya ne kachiro se wo moja no ahwe eno ntina na nsunsanso no bon symptoms ahodo no bi I said when you 3D malaria no na say typhoid no na saa ahyanso de no na ya eba ba wo ba medima fo ba hospital ba bo no eto ase aba ba me kan kire say when you anemia yare no bia mpempeni atai exercise ahodo afeta no nsuo bebre ekoba no saa na eboa wo na afempo nso no all the time ta wash won sasere be ya omoja no so etsa na infections ahodo no ya na omotan so edi akotene wo ho eno ntita wo hye wo nsa na afa ye nneoma hodo e betimi aboa na ho e betimi ato e medimafo aba hospital doctor opoko ase mayira kuma ase ebu akwa atwoma go school junction ade na wo ha oba wo pa wo mpacho medimafo aba hospital awaduro no enye no bi sabe di bitua bio e wan tot pe ye ten say wo de go minim na wo mena na jude som ne be ma ne hia mpacho mu hia bio mhira nka nyame say bosom e be so na ba ne dem obi so akyinjefo oba bi ye Thomas wa be ma bi so ye Thomas mpacho wo ye kyinjefo abra medimafo oba se doctor me pesa me wo ba mpesa me nwa ansa na matua sika no mpacho we doctor oni problem bia na empo no sa wo ba medimafo ba hospital na doctor show ni peduanum na o problem no nya say bia bibi wo ho no o treat wa pacha wodo de ma free ba bia na problem wo ho sa dia ene na o be treat sa problem ni nyina e de free ni peduanum enti o treat wi a ansakra ene wa mo a wodro no ene enti medimafo ba hospital ene wo so betimi aba opoko ase mahira kuma ase abu akwa atwoma go school junction maintenance fie bra be pie mo na insuranka nyame say onam doctor time da so e de bra beto yare no so na watu ase e de ama same bo yare so sama amoso no bra medimafo be ma my phone no oba e be treat wo ni amaduro ama atimi ayekese teterete kakraka boburbo kama na so atumi di abo adwuma pa Dr. Tanda so number no 0244 774282 0244 774282 afi 0500 727215 0500 727215 na last number is 0245 44 9592 0245 44 9592 ayemi dimafo heba hospital Dr. Time edaso moga yebeda ase papa.
The National Petroleum Authority hereby cautions persons engaged in illicit storage and trading of petroleum products to comply with the regulatory requirements to operate in the downstream petroleum industry. The NPA Act clearly stipulates that no individual shall engage in any commercial activity related to the importation, exportation, re-exportation, shipment, transportation, processing, refining, storage, distribution, marketing, or sale of petroleum products in the downstream industry without first obtaining a license from the NPA board. Failure to secure the necessary license and properly regularize operations will result in confiscation of petroleum products, prosecution under the law, and decommissioning of facility. For more information, contact the National Petroleum Authority on 0302 550 380. You can also visit our head office located at Jolu of the N1 Highway or any of our regional offices.
Na ede na ya obeya oda formason ya funu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry eya also ya reya titi bi benfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwea ebe ya nwanwa
Nenye ni se what also tamfo Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture ya no mbom kotia also no bia ma no anum anka no ho no dadaada also dro de eno ne Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture
ankom ni nchiremu
also ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunu mu etuma wo ye funu ekekawa woje ho a enyi also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye also de a kope Haxa capsules any Haxa mixture nanum bom na ho abeto
pedudu etu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatan ya woma won mofrelefo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
also tamfo edie age edwadie nkrato yi ato.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to a butler who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have visited.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
When we say Niama ID, na yenom, Timima Brebo ye ejumaden sen pote. Mehunda, me brebo ye ejumapa, e bia se mitumi ye bibiwa me brebo.
Ani, and Winton what the left here from the Moses Clinic, we have our center about herbal food supplementer. We see to the brebo, ama e ye jumaye. Fatopa yenu anopani enyumre na eboma obrebo ye dwuma ye sene be ya ebetimi anyam aduane awodi esiesi ni peduane mo enyi mo kinsi ye
enu na me brebo kia pa Ubenya Left Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, and supermarkets are ebeo. Sawo pedudo so to a 0244 06 8447. Left Kid, one brebo, one nipedia. A dream any mapping for a ma emma or manufo, name of what are 1 year in fear to me. FDIG JD Kratui Atum.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your world's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Two founding member states of the League of Nations, only 3 were African: Liberia, the Union of South Africa, and Ethiopia. Egypt was to join later in 1937. Africa's overall participation in the organization's founding was minimal and relatively unimportant. That's because before all the other talks and meetings, representatives from a group of 14 nations gathered in Berlin for a series of discussions that began in 1884 and which led to the partitioning and formal colonization of the African continent, which is also called the Scramble for Africa. It has famously been written that past is prologue. Well, in the past, the majority of the 54 nations that now comprise Africa were never offered a seat at the table where plans for a new world order were being drawn. But, Madam President, as fate would have it, the tables are turning and Africa's role in the authorship of whatever is yet to come for this world is going to be huge, and it will be consequential. According to this organization's own projections, by the year 2050, more than 25% of the world's population is expected to come from the African continent. So you see, the future of this world is African. Allow me to say this once again a little louder for those of you in the back. The future is African. In January, I was sworn in for a second term, which, let me point out, was non-consecutive with my first term. Our currency, the Ghana cedi, was rapidly depreciating, faced with rising inflation, a huge debt burden, and low morale amongst our citizens. My new administration settled down quickly and embarked on an ambitious program of comprehensive transformation designed to restructure Ghana's economic foundation and enhance our competitive standing globally. We refer to this process of recalibration as our reset agenda. In just 8 months, we have achieved significant reduction in inflation from 23.8% in December 2024 to 11.5% in August 2025, restoring price stability for our citizens. Additionally, our currency, the Ghana cedi, has appreciated considerably against other currencies, with Bloomberg reporting it as the best performing currency in the world at one point. Our improved sovereign credit rating reflects increasing investor confidence in our economy. And our 24-hour economy initiative promises to transform our economy. And there's a renewed willingness amongst our people to trust that their elected officials have Ghana's interests at heart and that we're progressing together. Madam President, we cannot normalize cruelty. We cannot normalize hatred. We cannot normalize xenophobia and racism. If we're going to tell a story, let's not tell it slant. Let's tell all the truth. When we speak of migrants, we speak of Mami Ewusi Mensah Frimpong, a judge on the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California. She's the first black female judge on any of California's 4 federal district courts. She was born here in America to immigrant parents from Ghana. We speak of Peter Bosman, a medical doctor in Ghana who moved to the town of Piran in Slovenia in the 1980s and later became the first black mayor of Piran, the first black mayor in Slovenia and in the whole of Eastern Europe. We speak of T. Michael, the iconic Ghanaian Norwegian artist and designer, and of course we speak of the late Kofi Annan, former United Nations Secretary General. Former United Nations Secretary General and Nobel Peace Prize recipient, who was born in Ghana but spent his adulthood in various places in America and Europe. These are people who have brought great distinction to the countries that they decided to call home. Just as the migrants and the children of migrants before them did, I dare say these are not invaders. These are not criminals. Madam President, the slave trade must be recognized as the greatest crime against humanity. As the African champion on reparations, Ghana intends to introduce a motion in this August body to that effect. More than 12.5 million Africans were forcibly taken against their will and transported to create wealth for the powerful Western nations. We must demand reparations for the enslavement of our people and the colonization of our land that resulted in the theft of our natural resources, as well as the looting of artifacts and other items of cultural heritage that have yet to be returned in total. We recognize the value of our land and the value of our lives, as did our colonizers, as well as the governments that happily paid reparations to former slave owners as compensation for the loss of their property, in quotes, and that property for which they received compensation was paid referred to enslaved people who had been freed. Madam President, an increasingly insecure world is witnessing upward spending on defense budgets of bilateral partners and steep cuts in official development assistance. Since July 2024, it is estimated that there's been a 40% drop in humanitarian aid globally. In this era of global uncertainty, Africa must exercise sovereignty over its natural resources to raise the necessary funds to ensure the well-being of its citizens. The days of parceling out vast concession areas to foreign interests for exploitation must come to an end. We'll continue to welcome foreign investment, but we must negotiate better for a bigger share of the natural resources that belong to us. And we must insist on value addition to these resources. We're tired of the continued image of poverty-stricken, disease-ridden rural communities living at the periphery of huge foreign-controlled natural resource concession areas. We're tired of having people extract the most they can from us and in return offer us the very least by way of respect, consideration, and dignity.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, capacity president, someone who the way was Kasaya. Kasama African, we say, why you do? Kufuado time okwa no akwakoda. Kufuado time okọ no akwakoda. Sempeni 40 wona dede akoso nyina na Kufuado akwakoda. No president papa. Asisi amrofu isisi yen. Kufuado kwa no akwakoton yen e de ama abrofu yi. Na Burkina Faso di na esi wona on papa wo ba inauguration ha Kufuado hu se eye ne side arm the way Kufuado yam say she no na nya sam keto eye blast house ho. Let's be proud say Africans. And say them Nkrumah can say black man can manage his own affairs. Very well. Many are joining me ha and a Mahmoud Kabori, where a customer for Edema, a year minister, lands and natural resources, Honorable Kofi Bua, MP for Isiama Elembele in the western region of the Republic of Ghana, the Insema land. Kabori, salaam alaikum.
Aisatullah Sambiga
yelbe mi bi
alhamdulillah
yel kabela
tumtumne ona sumtuma ona maron kodo sakar bonso
ona mpanga
amisum
na zemsame
ami arabi
jama hama anansu ami
insha Allah
na bibia bakode
adom mon paibo ahweyi enso ka ho yegusu kakrakra mo bo adwuma
fantastic
papa
you want to say
alhamdulillah Onimonyamfo Emmanuel Amakofibua said ye woni Ghana for do nyina nim no no oguzo de na ho brase oguzo de no do wo man my Ghana oguzo de akukuduro eno no kredi esomo my Ghana so far government magazine so very good. We are not out of the wood, but je share wa sha say de agu akwam no positive signs have begun to show on the wall. Ayem kranche semo ama yemu bi dodo no ase seti bia Konkesia yes try titiri etia illegal mining here. Ebe we in our lifetime. Na ya nimonyamshe the amount my Ghana yena.
Very well. UTS Excellency John Dramani Mahama ewo UN 80th UN General Assembly. This is the two in New York. Diana over free. Asani about galam say issues
no. No cre yenum bi bebre no ye kan osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Odo no woman in my Ghana any abibre mu Africa how no kanadwene onsuru obi on fansu nyina na num nkasa woni pa animu a yenum bi de esam fie ye dini mrantie da so yenti no dodo no aye kan no book mu dodo no anzo yetie firim penifo ano sa abakwasem nanso enano ada abra sremu sei jata His Excellency John Kwame Dramani Mahama Ofrapa at the UN General Assembly 80th meeting. Na anasa no or canon semono. Truly, wa na ye bon kuruma bakwa semo a wutie na supam na wutie ni ye bia no. You realize sada no saje fo honhom na bewura John Dramani Mahama mu. Wa waken kan o saje fo honsem ne do ano ma Africa. Kwa no wo kunsa Africa be ye na utie nsem a na owura Mahama kana clearly e kire se bie son se bie kronto o sajefo ababie mu di ha na wakwa kwose owura John Dramani Mahama mu na nsem no so o kan no wutimu se enya asem a wo ka amana ya oda wabema na mu abema ntaku ana asempoa Mugabe nanu ya ye mampanifu ni bi menkan ko akire mfie wotwe ya obi kwa no okoton ni nuanom Africa for ena ne uko Burkina Faso a ena military coup ena na say bi obi bi anka papa enye kire de wo. The bottom line, the root causes of military insurgencies about in West Africa hano de mampanya kufa do kwa wonka ohawa mama hodo abrofo aman aye yakayaka de omde aye Africa ohaw ani ammenfe sabe brichi a wo mama na boye pen ene amana donko atu yanim ni echi a ama Africa nyini aye den nyina no kufa do mo hunu kada ne President Mahama kasa se bariba o kasa se bibini no kasa said the nyame e kasa fa no mu. Indeed, the young, the elderly, and all persons of African descent are happy. In the TikTok and on social media, almost every African country a president right on mama. Latest of them are no prayer. Na me hear Nigeria full video be. O hwe kura sebi I will see be go. One more yes. Say obi abenya. Naga o mampani mama no nka se bi o disable fruit no bi a be twa kakra de kono kurom nanso o Uganda nko mampani dan so me gidi se kasa o kan ni gina homa Africa yes kasa o kan ni gina homa bibi man nyina kasa o fidi kesi so nka se President John Dramani Mahama me ne wayo si adwene me Mahmoud Kabore me ne wayo si adwene se nananum ahemfo ne Kumase adwadifo man so nsem o ka me no nyina ya adwene se de tie bi abapa experience ekuta no ene se de nani abre ne odo wo ma Africa ne Ghana no yesi ehwe amana ko 2029 January amwa o man no ndi bibi o ha betima ya onfa nanim de no mwa ye nche me no nyina ya adwene Mugabe because sebe ahwene pa wo ni nya den na doma ma kire say indeed sebe yensoma na motintin opo bia soma no eye badnyansa fo atikese a ewiadwe eno ne yesoma no and indeed no jam made all of us proud jam kwa no makoda say be woni hwe ka oduru meeting ase a na otie sempa we a obeda dabi we dada almost everybody abrofo no kura no a asem no say be ya omde say nyom de kura no muntimi mo mani so because you are forced the suspense in assembly or present the interest areas na then na ye kum mofra kum nkwara na ibu ye ni egusu say Hamas fo ni obi na nya ntokwa na innocent children ye say yan can because obi suro say ye be kan okura kire power. Where is the power? Say 54 nations are a member of a certain organization. Na 54 nations no ba bia ye tena se dwindwin wiase ho but be a tenant security home, 54 nation doesn't have a representative. Na mampani Mahama ka ofu se we asem ketwa. Eti excellency, baby I will be anumrei. You have made us proud. What's the animunyam? What they say indeed Africa indeed is the future. And so na o said the obubu nsem no mu the okay nyina so is backed by science and data. The next 50 years Africa ebe host to almost 1/3 of the world's youth population. Do you know what that means? I don't think yeah that was it. What's a tito no be GDP se Mugabe in Papua Africa no omo nye obia. Na wa ubenya no way. Mugabe ubenya no way. Civilization ahane free. Economy ahodo a wo ka se ebe fire na nanomo against their will. Enyo omo na pay against their will. Ya yiri wuden grawa gu nsa no nan atwewo fa enuamu last bat na fe the west 7 enekura ye nkotamale enkoto nwansa mfa medisala na so ye de ye na nanomo enti emede se na ye can reparation ni hu nkomo a mpokura nei Trump starting ni niema no Africa ni bia wo US e be deport no opese oba Ghana Adentia, well, who said this has become the new pivotal point, the starting point of African unity. No, Nkrumah started maybe a trouble. A sign ever started, and sir, momentum no building we are. It's a revolution. Obia nu obeti must stop no. Obia nu obeti must stop. Sir, ye keka ho bo pe ya ye ye keka ho bo pe dachi pa member. Ye keka ho bo ma ya ye nya ho den. Wachiro mo bia o mine obeto no ne ba bia. That's right. And I mean that was a very important highlight of the presentation in should I say enye Africa na enye papa. See, you the right leaders in place. Africa will be better than Babi or Mutiti. If in less than 9 months, Mugabe, now inflation continues to 23.8, up by 11.5. If in less than 9 months, not see the day depreciating around 20-something%, and they are gaining a 40% appreciation. If in less than 1 month, that BB to say petrol, na gallon back 76-80 Ghana cedis, and then you turn less than 60 Ghana cedis, then it's not magic. It's effective leadership.
Measures need to go akwem.
And until that trekonkro no kura kan say unya dwanhwefo papa, ndwan nya sumie. Sanso na penipa, we penipa to oman no, emu nipa seriye na hye wo mo afunu mu ma.
Nipa bonfo di oman so a.
Nipa do dia pinisie nya bene, won twa adwo, and that is adwo ye twa ye mfie.
Kabore Mahmoud.
E twa adwo mfie nwotwe. Ebi munuma gu ye, de no e bank manager GN bank. We ase no twa okada o street so. In less than 9 months, GN Bank is back here. Actually, by January, Papa Kwasi Ndumwa, you return from a Juma to a few rano, or say by Jumamu, back coming back to business. No, I'm hope to the Ghanaian young people. I'm on Motimia Yajuma.
Kwasumna Kufa do you call?
A pre-sign. Yet you call pre-sign. In Sri Lanka, so was my Messiah, John Dramani Mahama. Baby Akra will be ano, Mugabe. Ye chana wiai ye bona baso ye sre nkwatentin apomudi gwom ye sre osoro nhira ma sanse nyankopon ni hira ene mani pa yode fo.
But I say Mahmoud Kabore live on TVSYZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Divine Hope Herbal Center mo na de wo twa herbal powder de aba edwaso Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center Victory Garlic Mixture Live Kit capsules also from Medimosis and S Natural Mineral Water Hebron Hills International School Safari Valley Eco Resort. Herbal like I say my power specialist herbal hospital ma me eduya mako nyina ene ta akira ye de dwumadie to abobo anu bibia wo in all the 16 regions across the country, north, south, east, and west. We are number one political talk show. We are number one. Mahmoud Kabore, Efraimra, a year, Galansi, Honsen, Semunumuna, Sema Ebobo, Eba, HSN, Yakopon, Eyaduma, on the 3rd of a year this month, a year Oman Penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, obey engage the CSOs na Onuamu Eddie in Kitahon, Ama a year Penya, on a da Imani Ghana, no ayo Franklin Kuju, Omunina Abase, a welcome news, Sir President Zubiti Mieti, Omonso, opinion, I say dialogue, no cost I had to me abo mining. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, fight against Galamsey, illegal money.
Mamina was bium na Ghana for a bium na Mugabe Mamenka or Fidi Kesi say. For every generation there is a challenge. As a challenge no nyamesha da CC ni pasron kubia. Womo ena yi sa generation free mpochire no mu. Na anu ada na yesi awie yensu yiri. Nyame de nyensa ne tumi hye wo wura no wamu. Mano bo su shan kesi a wo mu ewo gidie wo mu anu omo do man no omo do nyame no omu nyankwaje Mugabe undoubtedly and then prempra me no kesi oh how kesi pa da Ghana nyina so eye nsunsu anso boni a Galamsey kwa boni etusika kokko sansunsu anso no a edi aba beja o man Ghana so ya kwa bretuo aman ne wiemu sakraye Mugabe nya onwa senka nanu ada June, July, September, October na nke ye major rainy season then so na so no bi kura nto na kuafo anya bi egu no maye so eco biodiversity no ni nyina ya hwere kane no fa mfikyire a we kura ase kwaye bretu mu wo fa nwa wo fa we wo chi aprawa ene ni nyina ya hwere
aprawa.
Yes, kwa no ho na so hu anu abobo no wan so tomato kentemu enne ni nyina ya hwere edien na asintia awia nto na nkwanta yire o my Ghana Mugabe die di kan na me ka se ye hawo ye Galamsey di abreye no nipa mienu na nyame asisi wo mo wura John Dramani Mahama ene ne soafo odubonyamfo Emmanuel Amakofibua
champion minister
na ohwe ohawa galamse dibre no a dodo no a eye amamuo ne nhyehyɛ bɔne a abandada no edebe som Ghana Mugabe ye kwa bretu a wokurom ha free 1992 ye started ye fourth Republican your friends dispensation ebesi 2016 owura Mahama de na mamuo ba na wiye na ye kwa ye wokurom ha nyina emunum pe ena ya tenase ya isisenye akari ahunu se ye de mining company a entimi affect o mine no kwampa so de omu ye free mu no o mbesa due nua ma na fa na asini dada mu for about 24 years Ghana through prudent management of our forest resources granting only 5 mining licenses 2022 Akufo-Addo a odida konwa to nsone ani so obeko galamse wantimi ananan mo tiri da konwa no sa Akufo-Addo no a na sa akofa akoto mekumi mamra LI 2462 wade sa mra no ba 2022 by 2023 afi na ode kwa biretu baako edu ama nkrofo so obonkonko ye mine wo
10 forest reserves
per in a year. Wow. The whole country has spent 24 years releasing just 5 forest reserves. President Akufo-Addo in 1 year released 10 forest reserves.
Very dangerous leader.
Mugabe, as if that was not enough. Owie na forest ya kanu security presence e wo mu nyina in other compartment no. O say mumfiri munko. It is wahwe when you do my Ghana tia. For a very long time, even though Galamsey started NRA, but you don't see people going to the forest because those were restricted areas. Mfonyina da wafidi kesi ati ifo hwebi 1988 kwesi 2006 28 President Akufo-Addo na efri abam rather na 40 licenses 2009 to 2016
Miss
Mahama administration 59 2017 to 2025 Akufo-Addo Fira Bamu he granted 2,151 licenses.
We are very dangerous.
Most of these licenses are last minute crofasa it didn't go through any due process.
Akufo-Addo
80 sa LI 2462 no as part of a buying ya ye mo kwaye no aka no ho ban ye mo ho ban na nsuo no so nya no ho na hoto sanse kwaye no ho kan nsuo no waka LI 2462 me no ka say ya Roma Kofibu atwera koba owura Dominica Yini Attorney General say wonye nhyehyɛ ne amamre ne amanye bi esefata wo mram na parliament international 14th October ye won confree ye mramu a LI 2462 will never be part of our laws. Ye say anya ntua na yin free ye mramu ye hu say kwae no de ye mpene so. Mugabe ye to so mienu. President Akufo-Addo na Equity Committee ko fa no sector minister from Paul Boateng ano. Report o de ba ye adansidi ewo mu nyina ne say Akufo-Addo Galamsey atiate say nsuo sei ye wo mofra ni hwini ni aso ema kwa wo so omu timi wo ema ba wo bu omu nsa enye ye nyinsan a esei enuane a nubone ahye mu ma nyina no eye wo party mpanimfo na eye kidney nanu ada na nke ebeti kidney yare a na eye nana bi e wadi mfie aduokono wadi mfie aduowotwe wadi mfie waha enne 20 years no kidney related issues 30 years no kidney related issues Akufo-Addo report no betu na nim ka kire say o party for assume so maintain way for mu famra kwaso na nyense na ho Akufo-Addo je to the table so mfie mienu kopin so ofira ban mu wan bo ho wa party hiesika na sabe wo a wo ye fie wura ye de agya wo tie de asoa wo no wo wa hwa ma fie fo hwete a monteso fo na meboabo ano. And that is how he opened the Pandora box. Afedo obia wura kwa abiretu no mu, obia wura nsuo no mu, mining with impunity. Ese niema. Na no ada na wo ye journalist. ube kachira kufu adokrasi e galamsey wo ha ni akwakọ bo. And that is how people like Rastus Asarodon kwa ni ebusua bi aka. Ohimi openi ohimi tawia no nyina enko mo hwere omo nkwa. Today we in century now the report to bar. Ye general bamba, ye jitu asopom, etu ho anamo. In just 4 days, 3 days ago, Rastus say what say anwe futu. Aye ofin shelter bet man twa so baby. Mrantie bi ewura mu kwa. By midday na straf wakwa your operation achi omu nyina ndra dwo sankrofo ekwachi omu no they have been transferred from Kumasi Central Police Station me no kase omu Kotoba bi ni cantonment ya ye fast track investigation a fast track prosecution ye do omu kwa afiase abu hu se ade a ye kan nya no fafa keka aban no ni abre
ko ya no mfo ni abre o
eti Mugabe we nyina ye niam abandada na ye hwe se ye kurom ha adwemu ni nyansa mu mpenifo ehihye ye mra se ye mpese nsubontin ye da ha ibesei enti obi so peso ye man ne kura anya kura ye ma no 150 to 200 meters wide buffer se da be nudwuma die no mekanso no akufo adubai o se da bi yente so mra 100 meters. And that is how 100 meters no even though obekọ no wani nsuo no no se nsuo no mum na mo wade dorobe afa asase ase abetu nsuo no mu a ba ko twe ankobra ni bi o twe donsu ni bi o twe river bia ni bi na ba ko bonsu fi no afiri na so na dwuma mu ho ebegu nsuo no mu. And the minister said sanhye no yen free 100 meters and franco 500 to 1 kilometer say be ye betima bonsu no ho by forever and ever. Enuti nhye bebre na ekoso a menu kase somebody kaka chiro sa 2151 licenses ebi ya the ma as late as 17 December ya to about 7 December ama ba mi adi ntwaje atum so wadi ntwo 17th na brekudu kanum ne abujira ponomo ma licenses
sama fonko ya
with no due process afamra kwanso
sa ni moye ne dan
ya revoking all those 55 licenses have been revoked ye twamu kura ansa na ye hye adwuma bi ase. So this is the measure NPP for creating ya. It was said na minister or pia pra kwa mukura ansa no betima se na adwuma se a wa se na adwuma se.
Let me before
that all this. No, that says sabe. They want ni fair here. Sabe ne tote kura do de ti badwam. So we fair ni na ni ase. Eti wo mo de enyo mo they are not our benchmark. A benchmark they say kwaye no be ya haba mo no biem. Nsuo no ani bete. Ye na e fe se ye be kwa fo mi ye nsuo nko ukwana su kom de wa su bonti e da wate ahaban obonsuo ye ni bi obonsuo ye ni obobi agu kokoso wo tomato bi asa bi akogugu so na asondo so enne sansuo no atare kura wundum fansi
tene ku ye ni ko fo ma on
ko no asansuo nsuo ye wo ko nom do di ko no aduane do di ko gu no ba yesu nyina di so di free ko ye no an say na amen. Enunti na minister ne mampani awiata so se betibia but we MPP for na manyama we nyina free ho a ade ba ko ye hunu se no so amagalam se ne tiate pa enti ase bia Ghana fo bebre onnim e fa the dangers of adwuma omoye no o hawa e de bre omo ankaza se obi tunsuo e wo no anu krom se nsuo onnim o hawa e de bre no method na wo use no onnim so nso azumoni a sa method no de bre no de to so mienu ebi mu so pese ko mu ye adwuma no kwampa so but ne mfin so ono abetimo nya sika bot ya corporate small scale and large scale mining licenses into arrange so owia no ho no ai dey wadi bie into oye nyina no otwanani sa nipa no ka se wodi ni kosi nkonwa wunya na because owia no ho no wadi bi ni nyina na magalam sei no koso de to so miensa nkofo bi ya de bi fe no lotto mining Mugabe do ti an say say na una nanom tam na dua bi si wo kukuo bi si ase ene ye susu se gold be ho eno anu no no ti ye etu obetutu area wo nyina hwe ba bi asa kukuo ni si akopesika gogo onwie no no anya gold one blade wase asase ye kabako sika no onya ya no kura ntimi nto diesel a oyusu ye nti obe de nya sika akokata sa asase no so nti ye ntimi nye what we call prospecting. You need to idea prospecting and say exploration. Yet also na Mugabe. Aye flood licensing regime. It means shut up buye ni go so. ehwe Mugabe anim pa say wait obey ndisini wait obey say wait obey asumasi obey benten now licenses are go through process no na agye to office minister office na da table so be mfie miensa na wo chezi de bia bank na wo kọ na wo ba na wo kọ enti wo be de be ban se mabre ene me excavator makọ ha na me nsumi mfa nko wia no ho nyebi enti flawed licensing regime and on tracking of mining equipment na ama galamsey no atiatese ena de twato okura no na ye kese ehu eye atrimodie ye no for a few criminal greedy cartel omo de Mugabe no matter the platform you give them omo adwen nyina ne say adufudi penti yenya no kwambo no sinye esika ntem na yemfa nipa na aka nyina nkwa entunso ne ani ti minister baaye no se de wunim no nada sebe ya nipa betia se ehunu se dwumade ehodi no ewonsunsuanso bone wo no anabrabo so no ewo se ye nkyerɛkyerɛ nti engagement and education there me no ka say kura ye nuru so no na ebia enu ne so asen de eduru so ye share na nanoma hemfo ye share MMBCs ye share people in academia minister share centrefo minister share community based nkronkro nanu ya na owo ekuro bi te se bibiani okokuro bi te se telebo ka so ni anya eni nkura hodo aka nyina minister guso o yes engagement and education no se dipa beti ase se look ensuo ne ye nkwa enti ese ensuo no a ye nkwa ne yase no ye nya kwambone no a ye no ye ne kwampa there a lot of the people when they understand the dangers no mu say wosusanso bone wo mo so a wo mbe jai ne bone ne ye no ma so papa no maboa amana konanim adwuma semu ani wonti ebi mu so enti o mu ye galamsey no and they introduce what we call the responsible cooperative mining and skill development program as an alternative because Mugabe and kure anu de yifiri mu ani ya na ye dada ye ho say mining communities nyina adwuma be no wa amrante ye na asante say ye de fanti dua poa no obedidi pomu a aden ye de asante nzema gonja edua sika kokko so a on the 20 minutes sika kokko so enti jomama ban no ntia sika kokko amrante ebedidi ho no ne mu kwambone a wo mutu no adi sunsanzoma na ebre no na otia enu nti na wahyehyɛ dwumadie soronko bi a ye friend the responsible cooperative mine ni nyina ne sɛ mo a mo se mo nisika mo ntimo nje mo licenses na so mo pa adwuma ni bia ye no yenka mo nyina mo mu okrom ho ye ma mo licenses ba ko okro no din mu na mo ni di wo ho mo de nyina na mo siesie mo achi enti saa 25.2 acres of land na yede ma mo no a small scale parcel no mo de du so ye mo ye nsiesie kama katakata mna adua nua afefa ni ye san nyina so de asere bia ye dan aka mo ho wo ye nsese ye soronko a eboa ba bi
we ne de san sese
tondo mani mama ni no bu Emmanuel Amakofibu a ena de san sese ye soronko ye dan eba enkuro bi ho a obekwane ye de ye san sese sika wo so nyina ma large scale mining company ye so ye ne companies no tena ayen sese look abra mutu sika kokko ne nananum ani maaso ne afise kokuo no nkwa na esika ne mrante no anyini adoso kuro no anyini enti nsase a ya de ma mo man ne din mu no muntwa bi maye yesiesie mfa mamabuni ano kura beboa ma de bia mining company ne community trade na no wote your friends amanse west eye aboabo titika so nam so ma asamre ma ho kura wahwere no nkwa na no nimont ne ahafukanya asefo oboase AGA ene oboase mrante large scale mining companies no wo bebri asase o muje pene na no ada muso aje pene a wa maya asase a ye de ye bia ma mrante wo teleko bukazo ene anya so mo maka nyina aje pene a ye de bo ba ko bekum no ma miensa de edi kan mabunu wanya adwuma ye ye toso mienu galamsey beba na wiye na de twato wo kora no tweka da kuro ni large mining company ntem no Mugabe yatimi aiden atuase senye mampani a oda som da ye wo vision no wo do man maya nobody can do this and that is how Ura Mahama ne Ura Makofibu pull the strings making sure say the right thing is done afei you use technological innovation any what we call institutional coordination at the yard be a binsi that will come ha matches MBB communicators maybe as naive and ignorant as they will be Hana Mahama so the AI Beko Galamsey and they could see saying they don't even know you are starting me no can say ya the AI abbe for kwan so artificial intelligence Eko Galamsey they don't know Mugabe ne in partnership with finance ministry the custom division excavator be a bedroom Ghana habia AI induced tracking ya the abohun port ya track is excavator no ye wia wo de ba kurom ha no come and validate before clearance ti Mugabe wo na say ye excavator nkrata ben na kire say ye wo di ade wo di aba ye to su me no de ba ye de okurum wo so wo de betu anwea wanwea contract nkrata aban de ama wo fabra wo so wo de betu abo nkrata fabra wo so ye miner o mining license ekuta wo fabra want me am farm madi na kire say wo di be di bone and you be confiscated to the state
when you know say
2 months pa started sa adwuma no me no can say excavator be 1,300 impounded at the port na no ada ye say port why you choke enti ye bi di akosa komo no soldier for asase bi so wo sister station bi a wo de wo mote da se abra mo kro wa so misa asem no mo hunasem mu o sorry ye mama person ye excavator anajo wi ase nim guase poto
mo de amokara ye no
a month for the macra woman validate or munyam by the port wire my yes baby ye utin the validate I do what the ama went to validate then we confiscate to the state no onuan wo misem no atiase e no kopusi aye nimguase ama onu nipa kro any media house a wo ye nyina. This is innovation. This is how we ama kofibua the technology ye beyond that one more I small scale mining companies bebre no aba na waba beji small scale when you say small scale assassin 25.2 kilometers acres but license na the money pakro no valid for 3 years enti when you excavator within just 1 year 2 years na wadi 25.2 na wie na wa shut that because say the license na so active intino no the trash here akwa say niema enne yesi saade no etu obetwa kwan be ne ye no ye the AI induced cheat bi show mo machine mu a sa dwuma de ne friend geofencing and geotracking model ni nyina no se Mugabe se dem ha nyina na ye wo concession de ama wa fidie no a de excavator de koye dwuma no sa cheat ne the coordinate of boundaries into say wall when na ye boundary no a as soon as machine be tra wall no automatically machine be go off enti means packet kopem say wo be ba ya hwe o Minerals Commission engine room abetire machere say yes your strong room a me no kasa se si ai wo ramu a de ekoso life water kwa go fields ye wo nkra na ye hwe life ye ekoso wasan amanse wasan ko life wo na hwe cardinal namdin wa pais life enya say because we have AI induced drones and what these mining areas are monitor. It's all about expansion. But you say abrabono you start free baby any ya de akuba bi tini nyina ye nhyehyɛ ya minister ye ya think na nanom so ye partnership ade ba ko amagalam say tiate say pa Mugabe obi be bankan oni manyosi amanyoni bi oni peni bi o Minerals Commission na wakwa kwaje krata licenses na ode akokuro no ekutu se okɔ no ho na nanka bi hyemu asamere man kan bi hyemu kromfo nka bi hyemu no waba manya licenses mba betu ska okɔ one ne twa se he nana asase na ni na ye wo de o agudie ne ye aban de aban so na ma mekrata ntu po metu wa hwe ya no de matofo kura sa be huna
be fresuro
nde wura makofibu ase saa niema no enam so nti ebi mu kotutu kokofo guye ebi mu kotwa abode guye ebi mu kose amanfo no baye ebi mu kose nsuo se kwaye no tintontan ye tonkwanta ya pai nsisefo fro no se mansin bia ye to sika kokko honom ye beti ade bi friend district mining committees sa committee no empenifo ewo mu nyina nananom ahemfo ahema akuafo hene
subirisufo
empenifo nyina ka sa committee no
betenase
na fei Mugabe ni kaboye ko subirisu akopɛ licenses Mugabe duru media me pese mitu a me nsenso me nse kwaye me fa mabuno dwuma me makuro no otumponko besi hospital besi school na mo nya bia ka mo pabo aso na say Mugabe sise no kaboye so ba kame de o mutie ye no a yesi e karika ni pamienu na Mugabe de na be boaye no ma try in a form of authorization
and the mama
akoma minister say ni pamienu e ba ye kuro mo so mo pe license no Mugabe asem na e da ye na beti matana nti ono na fa license no ma no
mfa mo subresufo
no mfa mo subresufo
mo nya mine na
but that is not an exception Mugabe ko kan de na fe ko start nyuma na ko se nsu a sa committee no asa otumi se wo mo twerɛ minister se akwa no amankwanta yɛ said one year kind and minister different in that is a way minister ni John Mama ebe empower na nanoma hemfo ni local opinion leaders amo nso aye part of this licensing regime na afei enye top down approach nti before obetimanya license no wudi kromofo ye mu rapport mu ntam ye d'accord ansa na watimi akwa ni nyina beboa ama
so we process no e be take
no we are almost done see amino kase review process no de yakọ Ghana fana babia na nanom regional house of chiefs ni ade last one now ewura asante hine na was order the proposal ba na eye ni ade enti once we receive our proposal ni ade no minister ni team be fantumi parliament be tena si ani
na
minerals act
community na ye two man you no say go for no
yes
omo benefit
yes
na nanu mahemfo na
yes
tememfo wo
exactly
enu ti
uye no kura dabi uye no kura free cooperative family kaka ho asem no enu na man no ye soronko si om community mining no
okay
go in the cooperative ya chiche de obi ade ewo mu kura ansa na wo ba that's it enti community development fund ohama bu pension na ko honom reclamation yezi asase ohama bu pension na nanum royalties ohama bu pension invest ya o na nanum de also bi
assemblyman
yado assemblyman ye be ko na nanum wode ye die ba say afu from apado bo na nanum ti we nyina ye eniema hodo a abide gu akwamu a ye ne DVL onim say for 8 years akufu ado aban excavator ba kokwa ni omo register with DVL
what
for 8 years inti excavator no ka pimu kura asem kwa enti na Ghana for boss say ade na mokwa mo nti galam say campaigns na mo che mrante no because that excavator number plate bi ani mo betimi dey trace yakohu the owner
semesi na obenten dia
mrante no so mutwi machine no Mugabe umia no konkura menani betutu kura won bodi pakuro din enti na wura makofibu a any transport ministry account mo asiania through DVL no you say all excavators in the system no ye number plate nye dey etimi hunu ene de me call na excavator number 22 ene ye adwuma I don't need to ask the operator me call DVL I say mitimi hunu say chama run to me and say abronye DC ana Mugabe Maase
na me de me ba ofie straight me de me eye excavator ko ha akoye dey
say ne de the ope papa ne ye be boa no Mugabe de twato kra enforcement Madiga catch say there is a group wa omo de obeye bia no sele on person omo di bone enti e hono ye was use the friend punitive measures strict enforcement and so unim say for 8 years akufu ado abantini make galamsey arrest 831 8 years in few
obechi no ko fa nko fo na
sai 31 otimi prosecute emu prepare just 35 for court 4% in less than 9 months about with true strict enforcement 1,400 arrests has been made. Omunyina facing various stages of prosecution. 400 excavators, 900 water pumping machines. Nanwada, na kufuadu aban ko galamsey operation ko seize weapon of destruction to say pumping machine excavator. No masa dia ma party fo akosey niye. Ti omse party here sika. And then ama kofibu a cooperation no kwache pumping machine ni ade a oba na ode akwakoma ni nua ono bo erekopuku na ode akoma akuyafo na akuyafo de ya afi mu nyina ado a kan irrigation na Ghana didi ama ye ho ato ya ye nto na boden
mpewe
sa enforcement ni ye duru mpempen so bi ase afei de Mugabe yakwa anwea futunu akoye operation ye ba ye na obi asa akoho biem yakwa jimra forest na akoye operation ye ba ye obi asa akosi echi yakwa offensive tablet akoye operation ye ba ye obi asa si echi die ni ye ba ye afei de ye koba obi nsa akosi echi I was see a mass security presence and ye permanent enti nei na no ye koso nwane no asrafo ni abamofo hasan duonum nson 357 aye kradwa ye be deploy mo permanently to a certain forest reserves omu free order na obi asa akosi omochi sa deployment ni wie pe all those areas including our some riverine bodies no will be declared restricted security zone. Now, ye shia wo ho a yenga se ugovom na nkwanta yira yenga se when your friend we hunu kwan we will treat you as an enemy of state. Minister charges abambofo say they should be strong, they should be resolute, and they should deal with these people ruthlessly. To waiting the latest Ora Mahama Ban feel said,
part 2 of our discussion live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM and all our affiliate stations across the country. You have asked, like I said, my aduya power specialist about hospital Nasue was a main country was hepatitis A, B, C, D, and IEB and a TT a fatty liver, sciatica, a prostate, and memano, a broken bones, no penny baby, and a bu attachima, a ulcer, and a how components minimum, and answer a fibroid. Minia to Miko, never nature power specialist about hospital, mammy, do ya, what to me, Abua, now also what to me, Asho. Kumasi ofeya se lebo so nche kwantimpo no so kontina se aputu jakwan so ye ne Jezbo filling station no na edi nhwe ni mu wodi woni kire nkran so akwabenya poko ase ACP kwantimpo no so ewo eye power junction no so a hona obehuyen takrade wa anaje estate ye ben anaje MA primary school no fe ma me adu ya na ne ntwetwe nkomo ewo power specialist about hospital on 0244 544 422 0244 544 422. Divine Hope Herbal Center. Divine Hope Herbal Center say me country say omo de adu a friend say otwea herbal powder anamba otwea herbal powder yi eja uyi eye baako na wo de agu eye wo cap mu de say de wuye tea no na eja wanom anopa ewie wasori anopa no wada asori no na wapebia nom enwumre so beda na wasan abobi na eja wakan agumu saa obanom beemanom na obi a osisi ehawo wajonkoso aposo kokoi na ehawo beema waye mre ewo mpem beema eja libido no ewo fom wo pese ho ye den te se kaboridi a na chese no ano eye osa na eteti wo oba okonfichira no ayase ball dwedwe ni nyina no unya otwea herbal powder efi Divine Hope Herbal Center maso ye na ebetumi abo yi papa wodi wani kire Ghana fa na ba bia wo benya bi ato pharmacy shop bia bubrema wo benya bi ato na bia wo koforidua wo bewura Gapsen pharmacy wo sunwane a wo beko Cap Herbal wo eye Ashaman wo beko eye House of Drugs na wo eye Cape Coast nso a wo beko bo achiansa ho na mo amo wotema no mfo ne nkire na nabo ache heba wo eye Tamalia ubeko PK eye Gumbila ho na asa obefe Divine Hope eye Herbal Center makofa otwea herbal powder dia bedwasui ewo 0591 565 557 0591 565 557 and 0550 639 037 0550 639 037 Ochia Heba Pada wasi Ujane Shewa Wara Wobeba. Safari Valley Eco Resort Ewotel in the eastern region of the Republic of Ghana. About wildlife experience ya omoye number 1. Na environment where very very conducive. Uduha when ibeju ye papa enye uhunse mwe antelope zebra yi no moko na omo eba do sa wodi woni o family ko na mo kose mo ko holidays a omo ni beju ye papa jumoku awodui mo pe baabi a mo be ye mo conference mo pe baabi a mo be ye mo meetings na wodi wani actually Safari Valley Eco Resort na omuni ananso ye kama omo serve local and continental dishes bedu adishie free South Africa Kenya America memu UK mrofi na omoni agin your electric cars awodo ho udru ye na ye do betenem na ye do koto wo forest num wunya we ewo baabi a just Safari Valley Eco Resort we kira kwan ewo eye dew ewo eastern region okre constituency no situtu mikabra sanse swimming pool abusua de ho na wo so aja wo nko a opese wudem a no so ewo ho ye wo gym ewo aso ye ho fair na oni atwetwe nkomo on 059 691 4394 059 691 ofra Safari Valley Eco Resort yebejosu. Hebron Hills International School the number 1 school ya chese ewo Gan West amasaman Gan West na school no ewo Medie of the Nsawam Road open school papa ede obako oba ne da chibitimi esini ye na wabo abrabopa ede ahwefie ye obu ene ahobrase ewumu dia foni kire Medie omo be media Presbyterian church no bisa se ope Hebron Hills International School no on the main road so free Kwame Nkrumah Circle na okosu nwane a and the media wana water media bus up no on your right hand side we say school dani si wo fe ya chese wudru ha school run o free Britain ababidu or the learning materials e aba oba no bosomi miensa bosomi nan wuni hawo fa ne bra mo begina mo akọ wadwuma Montessori tetiye no eno no mo de ma enkwara no se de meka se learning materials nyina efi UK ya chese standard no wo suru ye papa ye wo lower and upper primary ya admission gusu ekoso achechefo no ewo nkwara no abotenti school no ewudru wa omu grade A ya chese fi bi any school no to furniture Hebron Hills International School was excel and shine na kopa admission efama obano S natural mineral water nsu Ghana fo nyina agi atom wedding na woye engagement na woye birthday celebration anase watop no ede afre adofo yebi na abafie eno ane se wobeba no ababefa S natural mineral water ni bi ye 37 BBC Street the heart of Accra osu ya nsu no yenia yensu S natural mineral water me say S no TV no na wo hwe no nsu no S natural mineral water no bitu dudu obi a wo pe bia Udu University of Ghana students ni mpanifo ni nyina eno anu mo enom wo refie bia mo a eno anu obi agi atum say S natural mineral water no nsu pa wo super bi nenom na ntumi mbo ani padua no wo ba ha osi wo Mr. Robert ejuma mo ya dudu obi a pe bia no obetime de wo agya wo track kese na ba na wa ba beto na wo de ko wakoton no anyi so mfaso ebia wo region bi wo pese nsu no wo pese wo dabia from Mr. Clifford on 059-627-3546 059-627-3546 wo fra ye beje wo so Lift Kit capsules emanum ememanum no be beka se Lift Kit capsules na adwuma ben Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center wo mo na makwakofa Lift Kit capsules yi de abadwa so na eboa ema digestion wadidi awie no wo se aduane no etumi eyam no nipaduanum na etumi boa se de be nipaduane betumi agina na naso brane watumi ahome esisu ye kama esan boa enhance metabolism obi a eduru bia na yefunu no emotim wunya Lift Kit capsules ni bia ebema wo yema da ho kama esan support liver function ko pharmacy shop herbal shop bia wo so per Lift Kit capsules ni bia to Medimosis doctor on 0244 068447 0244 068447 wofra Dr. Medimosis obejoso Victory garlic mesa efi Dr. Amoako nipa bi wa onante kakra bi a na wote so wabre wonya Victory garlic mesa ni bia ebeboa yi ama nipadua no moja timedi nipadua no mafrusa ni yi kwasi broni beka se blood circulation na wonya binum a esan boa boost we immune system no ama nipadua no gina na so brane wase anase acheme nan nipadua no se moja timini nipadua no mafrusa ni yi a eno na obema wanya sa experience no obi a wakoma ebo pelepele wonya Victory garlic mesa ni bia ebetumi abo yi papa wo yo pemfo a mesre o menom wo obi a wo ma abofra no fusu amenom mumu ba wo konfiti anu ase bo dwedwe wonya binum a ebeboa wo obi a wontumi ni di wonu mato broni meka se loss of appetite wonya Victory garlic mesa ni bia ebetumi abo yi amani padua no agina ne na so pharmacy shop herbal shop nationwide wobenya bi wodi wani kire okashi kanso ko a wobenya bi ho fe Dr. Amoako on 0201 293280 0201 293280 and 0242 545633 0242 545633 ofra obejoso minu efa Lumba ofri Germany waba bedru Ghana Lumba greetings to you sanso ena eja adofo ehwe ene the Andam family ya mo agona nsaba yenuaba Gloria wahwe ukunu ya so baade no edom ye ne etenkwama on the 10th September na chese ebusua besi nkunya na ne na wotweda no bibia tumi akoso ewo aguna saba in the central region yenu kan ho asemu na kyerɛ sɛ wɔyɛ detective chief inspector Joseph Esiedu na dodo na afɛ no atokɔ amena na kyerɛ sɛ woduru ɛyɛ takrade a bara so de a no wɔyɛ champion hɔ papaapa paa wo fo trimodinfo yi ɔbɛfa ɛyɛ panyin ɛkɔ nti Adam abusua kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ Dr. Ndam ɛyɛ dada yaw ɛne abusua no nyinaa ya mo agonansaba ɛne mo amowa amanane sɛ de adeɛ kɛseɛ paa ana atomani agye sɛ mia mase kɛseɛ Dr. Ndam na konta ne da fom ne nua ba ekunu nti me nua ba ɛyɛ nua ba Gloria aso prekope cha kɛseɛ ma abusuafoɔ no amowa agonansaba nyinaa sanso ɛna ye maame ɛyɛ Georgina Maase ba ɔno nso wahwere ne nua ba ya ma Georgina so na to ɛyɛ boɔ ho ɛwɔ Kumase na busua no fa side free na mo ebi free ɛyɛ hani ɛkyɛ sɛ de Mugabe na otwi mu mante asempa free last week ba no ɛyɛ ade sɛ kyɛ sɛ both side ni nyina ɛnyɛ good news nti ɛyɛ ye maame Mrs. Elizabeth Andam minim sɛ oni abusua no ma gyen ne sisa Joa of Peter of Ata so America mem ye ma abusua ni nyina hyɛden dada yaw baabi a wo bi awie cha kɛseɛ enkomam minim sɛ abusua nyina ma hwɛ show yi ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Kumase ɛne ɛyɛ agonansaba ɛne ɛyɛ takrade nti abusua ni nyina ye ma mu nyina ɛyɛ hyɛden monkoso na ye kai mo ɛwɔ empaibom Nyankopɔn yɛ adoma said the meka ya maame ɛyɛ Georgina ne 1 week no so 10th the same ɛyɛ 10th October ya ɛno so bɛkɔ so wɔ ho ɛwɔ Kumase yɛ nyinaa bɛba ne yɛtumi aba bɛ support ɛyɛ abusua ne to wedie ɛyɛ yɛ ni ankasa aso ino ɛyie ɛna ɛda yɛ naso a ɛnyɛ asɛm keto akwa me abusua ne nyinaa hyɛ den sɛ nyame na ɛde ma ɛna ɔno aso ne ɔden ɔno aso ɛna ɔgye nti mu nyinaa kɔdwo ɛne ma bena ne abusuafoɔ ne nyinaa no ɔfa Peter mo nyinaa mo hyɛden na nyame enkam ho wasabri mu well abo nunuma pa ho semaduasa nwotwe capacity man Mugabe Maase na tia konya kɛseɛ no na yɛka wo sɛ yɛde aseda kɛseɛ de ama yɛ na boafo ɛtɛɛtɛ di dwumadi ebrewe de na mesa kɔ ɛyɛ menua ɛyɛ Mahamud Kabori ho ɔyɛ kasamafo ɛde ma sector minister de ma lands and natural resources enua panyini Emmanuel Kofi Amaboa honorable akyɛ sɛ ɔbɔ adwuma yie papaapa ɛnɛ yɛ sɛ ɔmmra wonu ne di ɛyɛ minister n'akyi a baabi omoko bia no omo toto niema ehwese de be ya the fight against galamsey no me ankasa ameti yi me de obi anim me maka kire se wo ye me maami bawo wo ye me papa bawo okoye galamsey wo ye me wofaase o okoye galamsey ne echiwa memfrɛ me because ade no me boss His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene honorable Kofi Bua omo so omo mpe nti ade adwomahama MP bia no me Mugabe mempe menkoye enye din bone ewo ho ti wo ye minister make sure say wo so unua bi eye bia stop unua no say din bone ne ba bi ba betare ho wo ye government appointee make sure say Jomahama tia obeyiwu the Jomahama I know what tia obeyeden obeyiwu no bi bisa say Mugabe say won say on the president say command e dia ne say galamsey no wa obey wadwene se we appointee bi ade ho be for bia no emra no obedi nye se beyi wadi keke ye beyi wadi amamra san no wa yeden am asan ene wo adi ti me am gina ade wa so be champion the course say yemwa ni entu eye illegal mining galamsey ase me number 1 ti me frɛ me kan kyerɛ me say aje me excavator enti yenim say wo de wo na mo na mo wa be mo ne mpanifo ye fine menye period Kabori
Mugabe
baby okon na duro no
yes
mo say mo declare some areas say where security zone you can say baby security zone not just say where here
but that's it security zone restricted security zone just say ho no ba mo fo nko na ho kwan say bibi eda ho ehia ye ana ade eda ho ye mpese nipa bebe ho ana bibi a ye bo ho ban enu nti e de ahye nipa ku bi nsa mostly omo ya abambofo ordinary Ghanaian timamuni civilian uni business bia ho nti kade no anke beka se asode dan mo obi enwuram obi ewuram ye ebia konfo ana se konfo tiame obepre wo ho na akowuram na bibi to so a abusuanti me ko bisa konfo Sans is a way no. A nibre and a mamma penny diaba. A nibre and a honorable Amakufubua edeba. Say, Mugabe share near Mamma Brosunina. It's a idea go Quamunina. Institutional coordination, choir ministry, any other agencies, is a gold board. I can't to mercy any now almost as our resource, the geological survey department. Now almost identify mineralized areas. Now ye blind mining and now lotto mining beam. The mummy quakutua. A been hunu baby potia. Sikako called 1 year to me near Fanokesimuno. I think, say, Nina and Shishaya. I was say Ghana Funibia diso. Na say, ooh, hotri way nina to go. One for way nina near Juma. Now the tinchina chia. Swollen na pesa was saying. Quabrato na pesa was saying. Na seba minister kaino. And yen the tribune dintin or kaya. A sema mampeni cashe minister no. And yan mampeni tribune din or kaya. Say when we meet you, you will not be treated as a mere trespasser, but an enemy of state. They say, you who say would number been why you're quite well be pure. Nemo, you who say Ghana in our time for Sraff one, ya share what say, woman who didn't no. And unti, in your quenya say ya, na me kaya busia, say, Oka hua to whom free home. O baby eka hua, tunufo, no one train home free home. Wafa sibika hua, tunufo, no one train home free home. Asan say, Ubia wahwen ho yie na enam saa kwan so obeto abaya mani mu no ye de ne beyensen na ho ama foforo a wobne na dwene ye pe womni tu anamokro ahunu se aban ka se dani abre na eya nibre enti Mugabe babi aduru no de asante sa atokrodo eye bugamu a yemfa nye nafosem yemfa nya asoresem yemfa nye nyonkosem yemfa nya abusuasem yemfa nya amanyo sem a eyo man no ho donko anti na yekotu sasa no na major highlight of sa nkomo minister ene asrafo di wo sunwan abra na omu ewie sa na watwe ntete no ene se mpempi ni ate se moko operation moko akoduru no na obi afrɛ me na me big man sumasi na big man obentin Mugabe minister asechire na sia duasa mienu aka big man bia ni Ghana ha. The only big man is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Ono nso ana ntumi no wapone bia ma minister a ebia so security agencies iso a peni se yo soma dwumayefo no onye dwumayefo na ntidwutwafo eti maha se wasoma me se me nkoye dwuma bi ma yo soma dwumafo no onye dwumayefo no na ntidwutwafo eti do mama no wasoma tax force no on san fa phone say Peter
Wutie die one rap Wutie
on san fa phone ye den en san wo mo kwantifi eti obi di do mama di frew obi di minister bi di frew wo hene bi frew sofo bi frew ene kwa le sin sentwerefo bi ka ho sentwere ni bi frew a wo mu nyina ya ko de brada sem Mugabe wo mu tumi nuru ba bia because de ye kan nyina no se wo hene bi se sabe wo ma no ho do na ne mu odu a obetimi akọle the short a miji se ozo odi sa tumi no emma no kuromufo ne mnante ne mabawa eje responsible legal and sustainable mining momutum no mu jai responsible and illegal mining mom se MPB minister bi DC bi ana party peni bi se party A party B mean them in fa party kura ho self say wo influence now you that powerful fa influence and power no bo President Mahama no so na ni so de hunu a yesi ye be responsible mining mom ni jai illegal reckless and irresponsible mining practices no fa influence ni dey ebo na want man nya sa now say da ye ko pa oni pa bonfo na free kwaye ni mu no ye ko yi pa bonfo na free suo no ho no sa da na big man sem aba wo betwe fon afredi a ene wa hwe ye wani megu ase enu nti asrafo no ko no de sabe atotampiri atotampiri enu nti obia na no ho so na ho a masem sanse ye so mu a wa hwe yi a se ye declare nko na no so bi amrante e bi di ye se wo ko ho ko ye den enti enko ho na wo ko wa ma ana wo ba wasem se tie ni a enye obi ne kumantwe bosi akowa na odi uti ye den eko gya kyerema
ya message sakra
komo amini wadi kakrai na ye ka kyerɛ wo sɛ owura Mahama soafuo bi and in a matter of just a little over 8 months why yes adwuma die nyina na obi ti abonte sɛ minister jadwuma oni ne ba ya adwene
ya bi da
enu ntina na no ne mekasa force me ka sɛ owura Mahama ban yi mu ye pɛ asoafoɔ biensa wɔn de ɔdɔ akoma pa enkoden ene nkuredie wɔn de wɔn nkwa no bibia kyɛ ɔman no ɛsom na wo yi miensa pa utumi yi owura amakofi buam wa makane a wɔka miensa no ho bia ɛyɛ ɔdɔ keke
okura two sectors
yes sabi sɛ yɛse edimpa de to badini ɛno nti ɛbrɛ mu ɔden no ɛnsa no etumi yɛ ne edija gye me wa sɛ owura to force yɛma no yɛ fɛ wɔ economy no ɛna yɛde defense api no so wɔn hwɛ kyire saa so na onumonyamfo Emmanuel Amakofi bua sɛ de wɔtoto no sɛ obi anim sɛ emu odu saa load wei anya basafia na yɛde to so nanso yɛhunu sɛ batire ne yɛ batire a ɔdɔ wɔ ma ma anim ti sɛ de mu du otire bia no owura Amakofi bua gye no akoma pamu a ɔde som ne man kwan soronko so na mpɛsɛ me ma statistics kitu abi na me nua miracle ba bi okogina dominance nsuom hɔ anda Akufo Addo July 2024 na sabia ye na miracle go in a press conference yes sansuo wo central region ho ekro mfidie mu no na stability ye 3920 me no ga so owura Amakofi bua even though onya no said the open no but stability no atia about 2720
that's an improvement aba
in February owura Amakofi bua ba bedi ade River Bia na stability level ye 5450
so na saying
in July bosomi numpa o ye adwuma no Mugabe stability no atiaba 327 from 5,000 to 300
obojuma
embra owura Amakofi bua ba ministry on River Ofin na stability level ye 5,740 and now me no can say stability no so atiaba 2,205 ya na ye mpese ye beka we mu because enye ha ne ye pese ye di dwuma die ne duru enye ha ne ye pese Ghana for boy abaso. But it's very necessary because a boy me who the difference between Owura Mahama Mamwei and Owura Amakofi bua. This a video nkrofo bi ye mfie nwotwe. Enu nti wo mu nim ho anko mo ho mo sere. Wo mu nyai na aban yimfa akomapa no kuredie homrase entene dwuma na odi ensan se edua edi mfie aduanan achia no. Mugabe yemfa da koro ba kontene no. President Mahama will need time to fix the mess they created. Ento mo manamre.
Kabore masan aba ho bi me yemfa eya seda kese ma ye na hwefo ene adofo a omo so ehwe on Facebook live mo amo Germany, France, Italy, Belgium, any United States of America ya chiacha mu nyina UAE fonso ya chiacha mo. Couple ede ne die free eye Nkrumah flat elatabie kwashi so wo hwe ye live na odu Joanna Sport wa omo ebie atoma ubia etumi ehwe enti couple eye kebab joint wo we bi atumu Kobe Barbering Shop ewusu honso no we bi atuma chese TV no eseso amanfo a wo ha omo esesi omuti ho nyina no obia ehwe yen live sankofa tete danso ede ne die free na United Kingdom UK chese Mugabe, you are doing a fantastic job for Mother Ghana, keep the fire burning ono so ne die ono so Alaji Deleka ede ne die free eye techimo se salamu alaikum my brother ujimejiri se bibia bokode Nyankopon hira papa pa ujumedi a wudi bo my Ghana no o kasa makasa ye fe na hobrase mu ujumedi a wudi ne die Ghana nyina eda wase sanse hu se kata se hye ne proye die o kasa o kan nyina che se yemfa won fichire sweet mother mejiri se bibia boko oni menua ba chana na dadi meje se mu nyina mo ho eye akoso de ne die free so me magazine o se Mugabe mo eni adwuma nyame hira papa pa na mo bo adwuma Rashid edi ne die free subire so Rashid bisa se ndi se obi wo subire so na se mo pese o mo ye cooperative mining ni bia hen ene wo so mo be ye registration no opese wo hu mi wi akabore be yi ano edi ama Sergeant D wo sinitwam ache se mo ye movie no ka ho ono so wo hwe live wayo si wo sinitwam ono so kire se o hwe live ewo eye Kumasi kabore de ne die free subire so no se
Minimansia or Baya Minerals Commission office war. But the meeting I can say, yes, sentiment and Oba Ashanti Regional Capital. Minerals Commission officer cooperative mining no Frank Asari Pedro engineer why nhyehyɛ ya yɛde nkrata yɛ forms registration form ya yɛ Pedro the registration forms ni bi yɛde ya yɛ Pedro the forms ni bi ekoja ho a yɛbɛyɛ nhyehyɛ in fact yɛ ni ka wɔ mkran sɛ minister ahyɛ EPA Minerals Commission and Water Resource Commission say omu nyinaa ɛfa van baako na omu tena na omu staff a omu nenim de ɛwɔ dwumadie mu omu na betima hwɛ due process nyinaa no omu wɔ saa van no mu omu mfidie no omu nkrata nyinaa ɛwɔ saa van no mu bi na no de nam Ghana nti nke duru so biri so say krim baby anana no mahemfo akyerɛ sɛ yɛnkɔ yɛ adwuma no yɛkɔ a water resources wakɔ water resources fo akɔhwɛ asɛm bi ani ho EP ahwɛ environmental concerns bi ani Minerals Commission agina so Minerals Commission agina so na ɛkɔ a kyerɛ sɛ galamsey no mu nyai no de memempɛ megiri sɛ omu so wontie na nti yɛso yɛbɛboa wo na waboa wo mu na cooperative wo mu anya bi ayɛ na nti registration on the go nti before see yɛmfiri hɔ no na saa mobile van no a minister ayen hyehyɛ so no ye the license na bo mo de step a omotime nya mo license a omaye adwuma no it's all about say be ye ne ayen kwampa so na o my Ghana afa no tuma pafra de na de je kwan Mugabe medase ye di jakwan nyina na se kofu bi pese omotwenya no sibone na omokase yanka se president Mahama ba obi gu former gudie tuo mame kan wa fidi kesi so se president John Dramani Mahama ani onobu Emmanuel Amakofibu a wo muntie former agudie tuo ne yetia aye kwambone aye faso etu agudie no anu nti obi bia wa ye krado waboa no ho se Ghana ni otu former agudie tuo kwampa so no ye bia ya pona to se ye beboa no na watimi etu no kwampa so wanya bi abɔ no bra na ɔman no so yanya bi di abɔ ɔman no ho bra na mmom nipa kuma bi a adufudi penti mo pese mutu no kwambɔ ne so na mo de nyina yɛ nkwato nso ne yani putting all of us at risk there mampani Mahama onye peni mbɔne no watena fi ahwe amasefu afɔ owura Amakofibu a ontena fi nhwɛ ma mofra we nanka ebubu nanka we fa yakana ka ho wo mo de emra be yɛ adwuma ama saafo no ya win out of the system ama o my Ghana fa no ntoma pa o me tell you da no kasa yɛ ne na twetwe nkomo mpese me ho sɛ minister sector minister otumi reach out to you or Insha FM there yes na said you udim said you no bo Amakofibu ate no em say o yenua o heme said you onim no president Kufuor apen so na wokotwa galamsey na yekobo no a nka ye hwere no nkwa na mosoma yetinsem ye de koda minister aboya no ba say o ye hye sonko na even before no be wie pay no kra no wa reach out to yenua no a at least to keep body and soul together no and amotu ba ko mienu ye mpese e be kana bonte so because minister who say nyamedwuma e o man chechire to nua ho kana otimi boa no ni nyina ye o man ene nyamesom no abi no nti in the coming days na be something big a be boa ma yenua oheme na ni adutu aka ne nsam ene ne ye adwuma kura wontimi nkobi ma na wabo akonhoma no o man no minister ntwe na ni nya no ye be hwe kwan a ebetumi aboa no na me sure pa menua na se bebre na me sure odo a ode esum Ghana na ode bo ewura Mahama chidom no me yidi se asasi so ye hwe ni yentua oka na mu akatua kese no ade e wo sura hima yankofo nsira assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam Mugabe Maase ni me de betimi afra me capacity ma me da se one metra ase abra na abo na o me san be sisi abra nwumre no si aka se ebo e na sabre ye de ebe o me se kwachi wa kura ne nkrata kura ne nkrata onye ne patua ma no ne o mo ho ayefa pa me ma na o mo fi ha no o mo de nwumre no si aka se ebo kama di mu ode efe kama pa ena ede ebreo ene enwumei oba de na dum ye na etinkwama o kira ye okuada na me yesa be sa de hia ma munyina mo enitie